That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show. Good evening. Welcome back to the Dog and Chicken Show. I am Chicken, as always, brought to you by a lovely panel of special guests. It is Thirsty Thursday. We're going to have some fun tonight.
As always, brought to you by...
Oh, and somebody's playing the stream in the background, but that typically just happens these days, but that's okay. We'll get used to it. Somebody's murdering a child, too, so...
Welcome to the
show. Welcome to the broadcast, folks. Well, we'll go through our guest tonight. Tony is with us. I'm not sure if we can turn his mic on. We'll see. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm here. And yes, that would be my microphone you're hearing with the feedback of the loop and the screaming children. I've got 5 kids in the house tonight, so bear with me. I'll try to not have to duck out constantly.
Oh dear, you poor guy. Phil, how you doing, Mr. King of Extreme himself?
Welcome, one and all, to the Dog and Chicken Show Extreme Edition. As we dive into the vexing questions of this life, welcome one, welcome all. I got myself a new stylish microphone, and to what I have to say to all of our audience, the way you look tonight is spectacular. Thank you all for joining us. Welcome to the show. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your King of Extreme, Phil KOE, and we'll get into it a little later, but this evening I'm drinking American-made bourbon because there was a proper decision made by a 3-star American general, and he now walks free to this day.
Yes,
so
we will get into that.
But
we'll get into that and more.
Vast cast of characters and all kinds of crazy topics. The world just keeps on spinning despite the fact that it's ended. Can you believe it? The world has ended and we still have news to talk about. So as we get into there, now I hand it off to another one of our indomitable broadcast partners, Kevin.
Well, thanks, Phil. It's good to be here.
Yeah, follow that up.
I am not the king of extreme. I'm the king of I'm just going to be here. And I'm going to contribute.
And I will contribute. Hey, what's our drinking game tonight, Kevin?
Tonight's words are coup, conspiracy, professor, China, and virus. Obviously, with those, you kind of get some hints that we're going to be talking about, but I'll let Chicken discuss the main points of those.
Sure. Let's bring the whole show together here. I really don't care what we start with tonight, but before we do any of that, of course, got to make sure we do the little pimping out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Check us out on YouTube, on Facebook, and all your podcast platforms. We will have COVID Chronicles hopefully this weekend, the whole shebang on the audio platform, so you can listen from back in March when all this shit hit the fan and see how it progressed. So it'll be a fun ride when you start going back to work here pretty soon, and unless you can't. Okay.
But yes, also, if I may, since we're into shameless self-promotion, also check me and Tony out at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and RevWrest Pod on Twitter. And also check out the KOE Nation page on YouTube, Phil KOE, where you get all of the latest KOE content, and there is a very soon to be dropping tribute to President Truman that's going to be dropping on his birthday tomorrow, and also a little bit of a review of the marvelous Blanton's Bourbon. So keep your eye on that, KOE Nation on YouTube. You're really leaving money on the table every day you don't like, share, subscribe. I mean, my God, the vexing questions of the day that will get answered, it's a must, folks.
Phil told me he was a little tired and it was like, oh, bear with me tonight. He seems a little amped up. I'm not going to lie.
So I'm just exhausted. I suck tonight. But hey!
Well, you know, when the King of Extreme gets to come out and play, what can I say? It just gets me amped up. That, and I'm here with all of you, the folks at Big Bucket Entertainment, Dog and Chicken Show, the KOE Nation, all of you. What can I say? It's a great time.
Awesome.
And that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. See you next
All right,
week.
catch you later.
Yeah. Thanks, Phil. Took up the whole show. Anyway, folks, make sure you're jumping in the comment section and playing along with us. Let's go around the horn. And Phil, don't take so long this time. What's everybody drinking tonight? Kevin, you go first.
Since it's still a current topic, and I felt like just being my asshole self. The Rona.
My Corona.
Tony, what you got tonight?
I got a handle of Jameson.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
Cheers.
Cheers, Phil. You mentioned what you had.
I'm drinking Blanton's bourbon, one of the finer bourbons. Tony and I, the other night, recorded a review of this, which will be dropping in the next day or two. This is also my grandmother's favorite bourbon, so that's why I'm giving it a shot. And yeah, marvelous drink. And I figured American-made bourbon, 3-star American General Flynn has been released. It's fitting.
We'll get there. Patience. Jeez.
Well,
lots of news, and Phil's really excited about one story, obviously.
Yes.
I don't know which one it could be.
All right. We'll get to it. I'm going to start us off on kind of a low note because it's kind of breaking news. So a lot of us have seen this coming across on social media and whatnot. So let me pull it up on the screen here. So we've all seen the video going all over the place about the former cop, and there was a 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery, I think is how they pronounce his name, but it's being painted as a racist killing. A lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of breaking news, and with a lot of things, I think most of us try to do like on the surface, this does not look good. This 25-year-old got shot and killed. There's probably some nuance there. The 36-second clip tells a lot, but I'm sure there's more to tell. But they have arrested the ex-cop and his son for murder, is what it sounds like. So that's breaking news. That just happened within the last half hour to an hour. Wow. The two suspected or with the outrage of this, they have been booked into Glynn County Jail on charges of murder and aggravated assault. So, yeah, that's crazy shit.
Yeah. So,
me personally, I've just kind of taken the decision that whenever these kind of things happen, I think it's best to take a moment and wait and see if more context and what the full evidence shows what happened that day before you really want to comment on something like this, because we're just getting the facts dripping out to us now. And there's been many times where the first impression, that when more context comes out, you get a more full picture. So I'm going to wait to make very many comments on that tonight.
Sure. Tony, do you have anything you wanted to? We don't spend a lot on this one because I think Phil makes a good point there. But what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I hadn't seen much other than what you showed us before the show, and the clip is so quick. You don't, like you said earlier, you want to know what happened 2 minutes prior, 2 minutes after. You want to see more, but we're never going to see that footage. It probably does not exist, unfortunately. So it's really hard to make an assessment based off of the clip itself. When you read a bit of the story, you're inclined to read it very, very badly. And I get why people's heads are leaning that way. Mine did too. But actually, now that you pop that banner up, I guess I didn't catch it the first time that he's an ex-cop. So you got to at least hopefully take some of that into consideration. His judgment was hopefully in the right place. But regardless or not, they made a very bad decision, and they did not think this through.
Yeah. Kevin, what did you see on it so far?
So I didn't know about this until you told me about it and showed me the video and stuff. I hadn't even heard anything about it since February. But from the video you showed me, like we were discussing it, how it sounds like they're yelling something at him as he's just trying to like keep jogging, and then like the camera kind of like turns to the side and like catches up with them, but like you hear the confrontation as he tries to like go around the vehicle, and then the shot, and then he goes after, like tries to wrestle the gun away because he got shot at, I'm guessing. But I feel like regardless of the situation, even as an ex-cop or anything, you don't take justice into your own hands, I guess. But I just like everyone's saying, like I want to know like the full context, like what he did to like either like entice them to like shoot at him, like if he was like saying things or whatever it might be. But I feel like no matter what, they should have been arrested immediately, and then all the evidence presented to prove guilty or innocent.
Sure. Yeah, and this is from back in February. There's all kinds of backstory to it. Feel free to look that one up on your own time. We're not going to spend a ton of time on here, as it is a ever changing story. But yes, the two the two gentlemen or guys on the video that ended this poor young man's life are in jail now. Details will probably come. We'll probably talk about that one later, because this will be the big story of the next week or two. We've seen more. I saw another one on Facebook of another black man driving down the road, and he was Facebook live streaming and got pulled over and got shot as soon as he gets out of the car. So that's where our media is turning our attention right now. We'll see. There's some stuff to come out of this, I'm sure.
The only thing I'll say on it is kind of an epilogue for this episode, I suppose, is it's kind of a modern day Othello. It's just a tragedy no matter which way you look at it, because I mean, there's a man is dead, and even if the worst possible accusations are proven out, simple property, like a few $100s in property is not really, God, again, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't want to say anything tonight, but again, this is a tragedy no matter how you look at it. And so,
yeah.
My heart goes out to the family of the victims. My heart goes out to everybody that's tied up in this. That's really the best way I can put it this evening.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long drawn out deal and publicized like crazy. Before I knew the guy was a cop, I saw we had some comments coming in there, that they were supposedly following him, hunting him down. And my first initial reaction is, don't grab a gun. I don't care what you think this other person's doing or did. You don't grab a gun and hunt them down. But one of them being a former cop, they should still know better. The whole thing's pretty fucky in my opinion.
Something's fucky.
Yeah, something's fucky. But we'll move on, because we do have a patriotic story that I'm very, very happy and pleased. And I don't know how close you guys followed this one. I did post it on Big Bucket Entertainment the other day, but the Dallas salon owner that refused to close her shop because her employees wanted to get paid and she wanted to feed her kids. That was the narrative she presented. Yes. Phil's got a new mic, so he's just got to talk over everybody now.
Well, no, I was going to try and do it very gently in the background while you read this story.
Okay. Anyway, so she goes to court. You can watch the video on our Facebook page, Big Bucket Entertainment, but she told the judge pretty much said, hey, I'll be lenient towards you as long as you apologize for what you did, because you know what you did was wrong. And she goes, in all due respect, Judge, I will not apologize for feeding my children, was basically what she said. And when she did, I was like, yes, finally somebody stood up.
Viva Freud, definitely a YouTuber you guys should check out. He's a Montreal litigator turned YouTuber. He really covered this case. And the judge, like, the way he was talking, like, you will understand that what you have done has offended society, and you have desecrated the orders of your duly elected officials, and you understand what you've
and she
done
ripped
is
up
wrong.
the ticket. She ripped up the ticket and goes, you desecrated those rules.
And we have decided to levy a fine which you have so justly earned, and we do not have room in our society for ideas of liberty such as yours, ma'am. And so basically it was one of those, apologize and we'll let you go. And she said, I'm not going to apologize for feeding my family. I will not close my salon. And she was given 7 days in jail. And just literally like 30 minutes before we got on, she was released. So she is free again. And we live in a, and like Viva Freud said, we now unfortunately live in a day and an era where you have to crowdsource in order to exercise your civil liberties.
So my introduction to this was actually, I was listening to Dan Bongino podcast, and he told this story, and it really stuck with me when the way he told it. He's a good storyteller. If you don't know him, he is a conservative commentator, but he does lay things out pretty well. But he talks about the Trump and all that shit too much. I don't want to hear about that all the time. But he brought this story up, and he talked about how you think about a prom or any dance, when we were in high school and whatnot, and it wasn't the first person that stood up to dance. That's not the person that leads the whole thing. It's the person who gets up behind them and follows them the first time. Those are the people that we would look forward to. And so he did this big call to action with the governor of Texas, and he dedicated a huge chunk of his show to don't let her dance alone. And they flooded the phone lines of the Congress there in Texas, the governor's office. They fucking flooded the phone lines down there, demanding she be released because it was such bullshit. I thought that was a good use of your platform and power, Dan Bongino. Bravo, sir. Way to go.
Well, I mean, and it doesn't make sense either, because it wasn't a law that they couldn't have her salon open.
How dare you say the governor, his words aren't law? How dare you?
They aren't.
It's like Judge Dredd. I am the law.
I am the law.
Oh, what did we say?
I was under the impression that's not how that works.
Virus. Yeah.
Oh, you said it
Tony,
again.
you've been awful quiet in all this. That's your I can tell you're thinking something here.
Oh, there it is.
My question is, we were just about a month ago?
Suck
Was
my
it a month
balls,
ago?
Mr. Garrison. Sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
About a month ago, we were releasing people from prison and putting them on house arrest because we were worried about people being in confined spaces and in jail contracting virus, right? Am I wrong?
Yep.
No, you're not
absolutely
wrong.
right. And a lot of those actually committed more crimes, got thrown back in jail, and then released again up to 3 times.
So in May, we're putting a hair stylist in jail because she wanted to cut somebody's hair. I guess my question is,
and follow the rules of the city.
I got nothing.
Well, yeah, that's one of the reasons why she was able to crowdsource, because we cannot live in a society where we are at the very same time releasing criminals from jail and turning around and convicting and jailing people for the most petty of petty tyrant violations. And I do, if there's anybody in the audience, I do sometimes listen to the judge and his ruling down on this case. And my God, this was the kind of draconian and you will submit to the state. It did remind me a lot of when I read George Orwell's 1984. And Winston Smith was talking about his gin-flavored tears running down his cheek because it didn't matter anymore, because I knew that I was wrong. I had conquered myself. I loved Big Brother. It felt a lot like the ending of 1984 to me, honestly.
Nice. I couldn't find it, and I never did introduce my drink because I hadn't decided yet. I was unable to find my Jura that I've been so desperately chasing down, so I just picked up another 12-year Dalmore because it's my number 2 now. So if I can't get my Jura, then it's Dalmore.
You're almost correct, chicken. Dalmore should be number 1, man. Come on now.
After I try the 15, the 18, it probably will be. Got to get there.
Keep your eyes out for that content, folks, coming in the future.
Yes.
But that's an interesting one.
Yeah, this whole salon lady thing, that's been the voice of the protest and the outcome of this protest. You're starting to see liberty and freedoms win when it makes sense and it's not outrageous. I think Tony, last week you talked a little bit about, hey, some of this stuff's just stupid. It's a waste of protesting time. It's nobody's going to take that serious. But this is a scenario where liberty comes free. Yeah, sure. People want to get their haircuts. That was the fucking argument a lot of people were putting out there. Well, no, it's not about the people wanting their haircuts. It's about the people that need to pay for shit and feed their families and pay their bills. That's what it's about. And that gets lost in the message with the stupid picket signs that end up in the pictures all the time. Oh, that was my 2 cents. Sorry.
No,
I thought Kevin was going to
You're
say
right,
something.
you're
I was
right.
pausing for Kevin. So.
no, I was just gonna say I'm just glad that the sensible and logic side won this time, because you see it so many times that simple stuff like this would just end with her being in jail until the virus is over because it makes sense to them. But no, logic won. She got set free, which is exactly what should have happened. She shouldn't have ever been fined or arrested in the first place. So
Yep, absolutely. I think we can move on to the next story. This one was I don't think this is near being over. I think there's going to be a lot to come of this. Looks like we lost Phil for a few minutes, but at least for now we'll get this going. The Green Beret behind failed Venezuela coup meeting with president's bodyguard, billionaire member of the Kraft family, and South America countries' opposition leaders in Miami. Holy shit, this guy.
yeah, that's
What did I say? God damn it. Or did somebody?
I said coup.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we said it.
You said it.
Anyway, so anybody read up on this one a lot? I've just gotten through the gist of it, but I think this is going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, first time I read this, I was like, okay, this is like some sort of conspiracy fake news, right? No. Oh, damn it, you're right.
He's frozen. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm back, baby. But I was thinking, no, this has to be some sort of conspiracy fake news. No. What, were they filming the Expendables 6 and they didn't, like, did somebody take a wrong turn? And they're like, we got him! We got him! Like, no. Then the next day, like, nope, here they are, cuffed face down on the ground. Like, oh my, this is, well, I'm really, in the daily drama that is the Trump presidency, it's kind of like, the old dukes have had, like, well, what are them Duke boys going to do now? Like, it's, Trump's like, well, how's he going to get...
On a whole bite of molasses.
Yeah, how's he going to get himself out of this pickle this time? Like, that's what I'm curious. Like, well, all right. Let's see how y'all explain this one. I'm a little curious, actually.
Yeah, I got to the point right away that this was like the first meme that popped in my mind.
We're just going to reset.
Yeah. Let's just go back.
Jesus.
Start over.
Now, Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin, you're the guy in here with the most. There we go. You're the guy in here with the most military experience of the folks in here. Now, are you really that shocked or surprised that
I mean,
the U.S. military tried to interfere with a communist country? Is that?
No, I'm surprised it was so directly U.S. military. I was telling Chicken before the show that like most coups historically, when U.S. interference was revealed, it was the CIA making things happen behind curtains. And so I was like, I just don't understand how this just from the get-go before anything even occurred was, oh, hey, we're fucked. Like just two dudes just left out high and dry. Like they're just there now.
Yeah, there's so much to do here. Like, and with everybody staying at home, it made me think of this one too. FBI ATF seeing Waco is trending number 3 on Netflix while America is quarantined.
I made a joke with my brother one time that if they didn't put down the Koresh Waco, that whole thing, we'd all have that one buddy from high school that's like, oh yeah, he's off in the middle of nowhere with his own David Koresh thing going on now. So that was, unfortunately, that's why that one happened. That's the joke that we make. Please don't hate me, people of Texas.
Yeah, I don't know. I got one more before we talk any more about this. Jesus, this might just be the cover of every episode from now on. But wait, there's more.
Now introducing
Please
Murder
no.
Hornets.
Yeah, no kidding.
God.
Murder
Yeah,
hornets coming
what?
for the U.S. It's just one thing after the other, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, I one time
the
years ago.
fucking
saw
Murder
Doc-
Hornet shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm loving this. Like this is great because like you remember the scene in Canadian Bacon where they're trying to come up with a way to stir up some shit to get the president some support. And they're like, "Ooh, how about aliens? Ooh, killer bees." I'm like, they're fucking doing that right now. That's what's happening right now.
So someone
One of my favorite movies.
Someone recalled a Simpsons episode on a meme the other day, and it was them like trying to get like supplies or like medication or like a vaccine for some virus, and the doctor from the show, I forget his name every time, but he's like, "Oh, you guys don't."
Hello, everybody.
No, not that
Yeah,
one.
not
No,
Dr. Nick.
not Dr. Nick. Yeah, the black one. I can't fucking remember his name. It's not Dr. Herbert or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
But he's like, "Oh no, you don't need anything. You'll be fine. You just need to stay at home and get some rest. Anything I would give you would just be a placebo." And they're like, "Placebos, where are they?" And they're like, "In that truck." And they go and shove it over. And all of a sudden, a bunch of like it's filled with like crates of bees. And I was like, Simpson, like Mark, like the dude that writes The Simpsons needs to stop telling
Matt
that he's from
Groening.
the, Matt Groening needs to stop proving that he's from the future. He just needs to quit.
What was the other one? Was it Black Mirror? The writer or director of Black Mirror was like, "Hey, we're just postponing season 3 because this shit's getting fucking weird." Because like half the fucking episodes have come true, so they're just like, you know what? Like, we're gonna take a break for a while. Let's catch up. Like, let's get ahead of this. Fucking crazy.
No, we're cool. We don't need to do that no more. The one that I always give him a hard time whenever I talk to him online, and if I do run into him, grow the farm up, and his rather prophetic prediction of the Ides of March. It's like, well, fuck, really? Yeah, the world ended in March. Thanks, man. Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, so that was one I kind of give him a hard time. It's like, don't make no predictions for June or July or none of that shit. Just let's keep it calm, folks.
Yeah. Let's keep all the bullshit out of this.
My personal favorite theory is that the world actually ended in 2012, and we're just in like hell, living through a shitty simulation.
It's like some kind of weird purgatory.
Yeah.
I was watching Tim Pool today, and his buddy's like, "What if like we were living in a game of The Sims and the kid went to college and just let the shit go?" Like, and then their little sister came in and started fucking with things. Like,
that explains why I go to the fridge all the time and don't do anything. I just look at it.
yeah. That is like The Sims, isn't it,
Bro?
Huh? No. Huh?
Yeah, that's kind of one of those, bro. And then just like, what if this is all in a big rocket ship or something, man? Like, yeah, those kinds of things.
Are you holding? No.
This whole podcast group is high, apparently. That's what we
apparently.
Now,
Yeah.
this is
Could you
the
imagine?
funniest thing. Do this sometime.
Allegedly.
Take the stupidest stammering stoner talk that you've ever heard, and then apply that with Jesse Ventura's voice.
Oh, yes.
And he's probably said it. What if this was all in a big rocket ship right now?
Wait, do you think he's going to get the Green Party nod? You think he's going to be running for president?
What if we're all in The Sims right now and the college kid just walked away and his little sister came and just started fucking with, like, yeah, you can almost see Jesse saying that shit.
Do you think he's going to get the nod for the Green Party? Going to run for president, you think?
If that would be the last proof that we are in the simulation, they're just trying to fuck with us. So yes, why not, Jesse? At this point, why not? This timeline delivers. I will say.
No, 2020. Let's just do it now. Fuck it. Let's keep this year crazy.
Jesse Ventura.
No,
Visit my
I think he'll
website.
get the Green Party nod. They'd be crazy to put a celebrity in.
Oh, breaking
Somebody
news.
that people knows. Holy
Unfortunately, breaking news. He's no longer
shit.
CEO.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, this
I
year.
I can understand why I have nothing in common with environmentalists, but you're the third best, so why not? You've heard of me. I could understand not wanting to go with that particular,
I think the only thing I liked about Jesse Ventura is he hated Democrats and Republicans equally. And I appreciated that about him. He was like, this whole thing's a fucking scam. And that's kind of where my mind goes a lot of times. But
Comedian James Adelmain has a great sketch on YouTube where he talks about, and this is like a couple of years ago, so Jesse's been doing this for 20 years. Am I going to run for president? Am I not? Will I? Won't I? You should vote for me for president because I am a Navy SEAL. I bravely served my country in the military, and during the height of the Cold War, I bravely served my country as one half of the AWA Tag Team Champions. Can Hillary Clinton say that? And the other great one is, as president, I will recognize straight marriage, gay marriage, and lifelong tag team partnerships.
I think Hillary's body
check
counts
that
higher.
sketch out, James Adelmain on YouTube. It's pretty funny.
what's that, Kevin? Hillary's doing what now?
I think Hillary's body count's still higher.
Ooh. I don't know what we said. I'm just going to trust you.
We did, and I just thought it'd be a good time for one.
Mm-mm.
No,
Fair enough.
Bernie said the C word in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, let me pull it up.
Oh, Grow the Farm Up
join.
wants,
Hey.
he wants to hear one of my impressions. He wants to hear me.
You already did it. No more. Stop it.
But I love, no. Did you serve? Did you serve? I was there in Nicaragua. Did you serve? Jesse, we are talking about school lunches. What is your problem, man? Did you serve? Grow the Farm Up, we actually mentioned you a little earlier. Yeah, your Ides of March prediction. Yeah, fuck you. God damn it. No, don't make any goddamn June or July predictions, okay? We don't need I don't think we can take a 1-2 punch for this world ender, okay? But yeah, thank you for joining us. And now that Grow the Farm Up is here, Chicken, I've been wanting to get to this topic. Can I finally?
Yeah. I'll find the news article for it. You introduce it, I'll find the article.
I'm going to raise my glass because justice is on the path to being served today. Raise my glass. General Flynn, 3-star General Flynn, is a free man. The Justice Department has dropped his case for this ridiculous nonsense, and this man walks free. Drinks for Flynn, everybody.
All right. Well, they get the drinks going there. I'm still this damn article. Yes. I hate the freaking news. All of them. They all suck. Fox too. They'll just play these stupid damn ads all the time and just.
Yeah. So
frustrating.
Chicken's looking for the hot singles in his area. That's the ads he wants.
Again,
yeah, baby.
There we. Yes. Yep. Should have never happened in the first place. It was clearly malicious, and it was just meant to try and gum up the works and try and slow down the Trump administration's agenda. That was literally, they said, do we want to prosecute him or do we just want to get him fired? So this
that sounds like the RWP impeachment that's going on right now.
That'll never happen.
That, on the other hand, that is completely justified. I don't know what you mean, sir. Yes, Chicken. Especially if you win at Money in the Bank this Sunday, motherfucker. You can just bet on getting served impeachment articles.
Yep.
So,
okay, I'm waiting for him. Just start writing them up now. Just start writing them up now.
The can of worms. I just let
first
it
of all,
right there.
So real quick, Phil's going to go on a rant. So Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, check that out. But I have stolen the title from the two founders of Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast by doing a better job of predicting. So we go another round Sunday and see if I can retain my title. I can't wait. But I'm more excited. If you couldn't tell, I threw on the old tap out shirt. UFC Saturday night. Fuck yeah. Finally get some kind of sports back.
You are colluding. And again, like the articles of impeachment against Trump were obstruction of Congress and abuse of power. When you muted the King of Extreme a few weeks ago, that was obstruction of extremeness.
Phil, I have never, ever, ever, ever muted you, especially in mid-sentence. Never happened. I have no idea what you're talking about, Phil.
This is getting added to the articles of impeachment, obstruction of extremeness, and clear abuse of moderating powers. My God, sir, like this is a champion that needs impeachment, not today, not tomorrow, but yesterday. My God, the RWP and the nation itself is at danger with you at its helm, sir.
The world is a better place. We're lifting the lockdown. I bet if you end up with the title, we'll all have to stay inside.
No,
That's true.
if
That's why I
win
will be champion on Sunday. It's okay, guys. Don't worry.
Well, when
I
I
will be
win the
right.
title, it will help motivate the world into a better tomorrow. And I mean, when people realize this, the newspapers say, all of the websites say, Phil KOE is champion again. Shit, man, I think I
Damn
think we all
right
need
it
to
is.
just
It's
go
a
out and
freaking
try
witch
and-
hunt.
We got to try and turn this around. It might just help the economy come back. My God, man. I mean, that's
I thought you booted.
That
Oh!
wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was Tony. That was all Tony.
we're adding this to your articles of impeachment, sir.
It was your own running mate for the articles of impeachment. He
Corruption.
booted you.
There is all kinds of collusion now. Tony's
Don't
involved.
you be throwing
my God.
All right,
facts in
all right,
my
let's get
face
back on
like
track
so
here.
much of a thing.
Yeah, back on track.
Let's
Holy
get back on
shit.
track, if there is a track.
No.
You guys heard about the it kind of went viral, I guess, was the Chinese virus researcher. Jesus, did I just put 3 of them in there? We got some drinks.
Jesus.
I'm reading the title, folks. I'm reading the title. You read it. Anyway, this murder-suicide of a guy that was about to come out with this, like, crazy information, supposedly. So this is just a tinfoil hat dream for a lot of people. I've seen so many people, like, making fake, like, comments and shit and saying, oh, I was going to release this, the cure. I had the cure and the FDA was going to approve it. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. This is going crazy, but it is kind of weird.
Did I send you that meme, chicken?
Which one was that?
I did. It was right before you sent me the link.
Oh, I haven't looked at it. If
you can pull it, but it's basically a dude like making a Twitter post about the guy like coming up with the virus, and he's like, "We'll see how long this guy lasts," or like, "We'll see him dead in a few months." And then after like that article came out, he's like, "What the fuck did I say?" Like in a follow up Twitter post, and it's like, I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
It's
Here
exactly what happened. Yeah.
Doctors at UPMC Pittsburgh have released today that they have found a COVID cure and are submitting it for FDA approval and safety testing. Show how much do you want to bet one or more mysteriously die? What the fuck did I say? yeah.
And it's just like,
that's not one to get excited about being right. That's a scary one to get right.
yeah,
about.
I feel like that. I feel like that's why he's excited. He's like,
but
they
isn't that,
actually
Oh no!
Isn't that like
virus?
isn't that like somebody a pedophile gets arrested and we all go, oh, he's gonna die in jail? Like,
yeah, but shouldn't we get excited for that? A little bit.
well, yeah, the pedophile dying's okay, but it's like, well, duh, anybody could have predicted that. Like, you name somebody who didn't think Epstein was gonna die. Never mind if he killed himself.
No.
I was sure he
There's
was.
not a person
I'll
out
get
there.
back in the shot.
Absolutely zero people on the face of the earth thought Epstein was getting out of prison alive. Come on.
No, I thought he had he had a fighting chance.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, his friends were really gonna hang around for him. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Now I just gotta say, guys, this Epstein cover-up is kind of getting out of hand. Jesus Christ! Like every day a new fucking thing.
When you start a global crisis just to cover up the murder of a pedophile.
Like the last 6 big things are all like, yeah, no, keep it coming. We're gonna cover this shit up. No, you all have to stay at home forever. Just
Is this like 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? Try to connect all this back to Epstein's death.
Oh,
The murder hornets somehow connect.
Summary.
Grow the farm up real quick to your comment. That will be released on Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast this weekend. Check it out and see what the predictions will be, and see if I retain.
Yes, and you will see Phil KOE once again crowned champion, and it will be the motivating factor that might turn the world economy around. These are the type of uplifting moments that the world really needs. It's something like Phil KOE becoming champion. Like, I mean, could you imagine? That's, the proper champ, you mean? Look at this. This is more abuse of power, chicken. My God, the impeachment articles are just going to be flowing like the river.
Flowing like the river.
As a voting member of the American populace, I say I don't approve this impeachment. I like my taxpayer dollars going to something useful.
much like the other impeachment, nobody gave a flying shit about what anybody actually wanted to happen, and it proceeded on anyways. Professor, damn it. Thank you, Bernie.
Is anybody watching at this point?
Probably not, but
we got a few still hanging around. We'll get caught back up. We got some fun, exciting stuff coming up yet. We haven't even got to
KOE Nation is here.
We haven't even got to the sex robots yet. So
stick around for the sex robots.
Yeah.
Is that the main event?
When is it not? No. Of course it is. What other ones did I send you guys that we need to touch up on? Because I mean, there was a lot of stuff. This was it was a good and bad week for sex robots later on. Thanks. It was a good week, I think. When you go back and you look at the whole COVID situation, how things have gone over the last 2-3 weeks, there was a lot of worry. There was a lot of concern that, freedom's being taken away. There was this big push against the protests. There's still some of that going on. There's some silly shit going on. We'll get into that in just a second. But I thought this week was good. We saw the gal from Texas getting freed from jail today. We saw the Flynn thing, and that has nothing to do with COVID. That's some crazy injustice that happened months ago. But it seems the narratives are starting to shift in a different direction now, and it's not about you better wear your mask and you better not protest. Now it's more of, I don't know what's really going on in the world. And I think, I don't know, maybe the media is going, shit, there are other things that are important to look at right now. I just hope they look at the right things, I guess. But
unless your name is Tara Reid.
Yeah, unless, oh God. Okay, let's go into Biden. Next topic is Biden. Let's do it.
Don't say that.
Doesn't have to be.
Well, I'm not his great-granddaughter.
Somehow, Biden just got an erection, and he doesn't know why.
Oh, Jesus.
No, because he didn't even pop 8 pills.
I don't know how it happened, and I don't think Trump had anything to do with it, but I don't know how. But, in the last 2 months, for some reason, somehow, now when everybody thinks of Joe Biden, their initial reaction is, so, yeah, that's... Well, whoever tried to get that going, done. Wow.
Here's one of the better memes. Esteemed members of the media, behold the invisible woman, but we can see her perfectly. Joe Biden touched me. Where'd she go? I can't see her anymore. It's a little silly, but
it is silly. But I mean.
You want creepy though? We can go creepy. You want to jump right down the creepy hole?
We don't need to.
No, we're going creepy.
I do think it's funny. I was listening to someone. I forget what news network or like talk show discussion it was, but the fact they were saying it's such a double standard that top 5 biggest sluts in the world, local celebrity, Jesus. But they were talking about how the fact that no network wants to talk to Tara Reid for the sole fact that they're dealing with a Democratic candidate, possibly dealing with the accusations. But if it was a Republican candidate per se, or maybe an independent, that would be all over every network. That she'd be on every interview possible, saying her story.
I think the best
Kavanaugh.
Right. I think the best commentary I heard on here was, you have to be consistent. If you are going to be that one person that says believe all women, then you fucking believe all women. Like you can't all of a sudden adjust it because now it fits your personal beliefs.
Yeah.
And this goes to most every story we ever talk about. I try my hardest.
Oh, yes, you can. Just ask Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, right. You have to take the emotion out of this. And I used to say it all the time, and I quit saying it because Charlie Kirk fucking coin phrased it. And I think he's kind of a pretentious dipshit, but his catchphrase, and fucking he got to it before I made it fucking cool, was facts don't care about your feelings. And it's true. I just don't like he's the one that said it. But that's really how I look at a lot of this stuff. And like everybody gets emotional about this. And why are we pulling this back up? Now you're getting my emotions going. But sorry. Facts don't care about your feelings. Sure. But then you start talking about these women accusing these political figures, and then everybody's like, why is it only coming up before an election? Because it's a fucking election and they're trying to stop them. Like everybody's asking, anybody ever get touched by this guy? Anybody? We'll make you famous and you'll get rich. You'll never have to work again. You're going to have to go get your name dragged through the mud for a couple months. But Tony, who touched you?
Joe Biden, allegedly.
And boom, it starts rolling.
No,
It can
Tony,
be
I'm
fake.
sorry.
It can be
No,
false.
me, I'm sorry.
It's stupid. I hate it. It's all nonsense. So you take the emotion out of it, and you stay consistent with how you make assumptions on this, and you'll be okay. Like,
Yeah.
I will say
I
that
forget what it was. I forget what it was about, but Ronald Reagan had a very famous quote where I forget the accusations, but he was ultimately proven innocent in these. It was some sort of political accusation, but he said, "Well, that's fine. Now, who do I go to get my reputation back?" And that's the problem with a lot of these political hit jobs.
yeah. Speaking of political hit job, find a girl that looks at you the way Joe Biden's granddaughter looks at him. For anybody listening on an audio format later,
I literally just kind of like threw up a little bit in my mouth.
And let you guys have this one.
yeah.
What the actual fuck?
Cringe. Yes, pound cringe. This is real. I thought this was fake. The only reason I thought it was fake is a friend of mine had actually sent it to me and was like, "Hey, this got removed from my Facebook." And
why?
well, no, like, why did it? Like,
because it doesn't fit Facebook's political affiliations. And
there is nothing wrong with that meme going on Facebook.
There isn't.
It's stating true facts.
It's true, but it doesn't fit their narrative, so they're going to remove it. It's just the same with Tara Reid not going on any news network. It doesn't fit their narrative, so they don't want her on there. Because it's a huge double standard where they don't.
This wasn't the first time he kissed his granddaughter, by the way. There was another picture of him, and it was probably a little bit more gross in Iowa. When I was researching this to make sure it wasn't like photoshopped or anything, because this is gross. It's weird. Like, it's really weird. But yeah.
Remember what I said earlier about my initial impressions about Joe Biden chicken? None of this is helping that. Like none of this is improving that impression.
Tony, tell us what you really think of Joe Biden. Because you got pretty upset when I sent that to you.
It's just gotten worse and worse. Like at first, my whole thing with Biden is like, oh, great. His entire presidential platform is, hey, I was Obama's vice president. And that was it. And he came out of nowhere after listening to you guys go on and on and on about all the Democratic primaries. And then he just kind of comes in at the end and goes, it's just going to be me. It's just going to be me. And I'm like, oh, so here we are. Here we go again. The VP, the former VP, he's going to run because that's what former VPs do. And then the gaffes started building up and up. And I'm like, I don't even think this guy's coherent half the day. And then you start listening to his speeches. And I'm like, I don't think this guy knows where he is right now. I don't think he knows where he is 24/7. And then the cringe and the touching and smelling of hair and it just got creepier and creepier. Oh. And now this. You showed me that picture of him and his granddaughter. And I'm like, okay, that's it. I don't care where I stood on any issue. there is no circumstance that I would feel comfortable voting for Joe Biden because the guy is clearly unable to do the job of president, for one. And two, he's just creepy.
Jesus.
Wow.
Holy shit!
It's hard to see for you at home. You zoom in.
I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, there's Joe Biden sniffing somebody.
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe. Not even back then. Jesus Christ.
I wish I had a green screen so I could just have you put like Biden behind me and be like, "Oh God."
He's like a sniffing version of Doctor Who or some shit. What the hell? So yeah, Joe Biden, and here's the thing, chicken, and as far as I'm concerned, my prediction still has a chance of being right, because if whoever Joe Biden picks as his vice president, that person will be more powerful than Dick Cheney was under Bush, because it's pretty well established that he will not be running his daily affairs, and he will be being led.
No.
And so this will be, you're not voting for
half of it.
You're not voting for Joe Biden. You're voting for this established liberal apparatus. And so that's why, if Kamala Harris is the vice presidential nominee, I am considering myself fucking right with that goddamn prediction. I'm fucking taking it all the way to the bank, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we'll see. You might have been right on your original prediction that a female might be the presidential candidate, because I honestly don't know if they're really gonna consider
How
Biden
can you
long
go
run.
forward with this guy with all the gaps?
I don't think
and
they
all
will
the
next
creepy
time.
pictures of him. How can you go forward? How did this motherfucker end up the nominee? Seriously, after all this stuff, after all the allegations, after all the creepy
He
pictures.
was Obama's vice president.
Exactly.
He
Now,
did not
really, that's what we're
visit.
going all in on.
He didn't visit and campaign anywhere, so nobody was like,
No.
well, I didn't like any of those guys I seen. Who's left? Oh, the guy that didn't show up? Oh, Joe Biden. Yeah, I heard of him. Didn't he work for Obama? That's kind of how we got to where we are. So, honestly, he didn't campaign anywhere. He did not go.
Folks in South Carolina are like, hey, I recognize that name, Joe Biden. Okay, and that's how we got here. And like the show Our Cartoon President said, it was like, wow, Alabama, Missouri, fucking Arkansas. These are all the states that are handing Biden enough delegates to become president. Huh, I didn't campaign in any of these places. Well, it's always best when the people that know you the least love you the most. So, anyways, I'm going to just shut the hell up now. So that's basically what he needs to do. And I'm putting this out here. He might end up getting on that stage, but Joe Biden is going to try to find some excuse to not get on the presidential debate stage. He will find some way, some excuse to get out of it. And the one thing that this Tara Reid thing, as much as I hate to say, Metal Ham, you are correct. A vote for Biden is kind of the vote for the classic deep state apparatus just coming back into power again. But I think the Tara Reid thing kind of cut out from Joe being able to say, I'm not going to share this stage with someone as morally reprehensible as Donald Trump. And where's everyone at? Damn it! She got us again.
Sneaky Bernie.
But the whole thing is just ridiculous. I feel like the DNC just keeps shooting themselves in the foot. They could genuinely present a good candidate for presidency, but they keep going.
They don't want to.
Name one.
They could find anyone fucking better than
The Rock. Yeah, that's probably the best you got.
Yeah. Dwayne the Rock.
If The Rock were to run as a Democrat, Trump would be fucking worried. Okay, that motherfucker, he can do whatever he wants. Like The Rock can just be, well, I guess I'll be president now, or whatever. Or I guess I'll own this NFL team now, or whatever. Whatever the fuck he wants to do, he can just do it.
he could do a presidential address every morning and says, "America, wake up and do you smell what The Rock is cooking?"
Oh my God, wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh,
I don't care if you're a
I'd
wrestling
watch.
fan or former wrestling fan or despise wrestling. If Dwayne The Rock Johnson was president and Kim Jong-un or anybody started talking some shit and all of a sudden he just raised his eyebrow, that's all he would have to do. He wouldn't have to say anything. He wouldn't have to talk shit. He'd just look at the camera and raise his eyebrow and shit's over.
who the hell are you? I'm Kim Jong. It doesn't matter what your name is. Oh.
Oh, and I would love to hear him call somebody a candy ass. That'd be great.
So, yeah, it's just like it doesn't.
The
that
United
at the
States of
debate.
America is about to lay the smack it down on your Rudy Poo candy ass jabroni.
Jesus.
Now, I've never seen the movie, but isn't in the movie Idiocracy the president a professional wrestler who's the current world champion?
He was a
And
porn
former
star.
porn star.
He-
And
He's a
professional
porn
wrestler.
star or a wrestler, like all kinds
Yeah,
of things. But it
both.
was
That's a
Okay,
good
I
movie.
might
If you
have
haven't
to-
seen that,
I might
Idiocracy,
have
go
to
check it
watch
out.
that
Good
if that's
movie.
the case.
President
We're living it.
Camacho. It was President Camacho.
Yeah. Hector Macho Camacho.
My hair's not blonde.
No,
Oh,
he's still a
Lord.
ginger. He's still a ginger.
But yeah, like all in all, it just doesn't make sense to me because they oust like the candidate that has the highest chance, like the last like 3 elections.
Who's
It would
that?
it would be fascinating. Like I don't know, we can do make pretend land here, but like I thought he was seriously considering it a few years back, didn't he? Like have conversations where he had pondered it, Phil. Like I thought this could have been a real thing at one time. Am I
So
wrong?
did Trump.
Who are
before he
we
did.
talking about?
Who, The Rock?
The Rock being
Yeah,
running
no.
for
Oh,
president.
God, The Rock.
I think
No,
he said something
he
like
has.
sort of joking, serious about it, like during the
Kinda like
last
Do
over-
election.
you know how
Like
much
Kanye
of a?
did, kind of.
Do you know how
Kanye's
much of
fucking
a
serious.
pay cut The Rock would have to take to be elected president? Like, Jesus, you couldn't afford him. Okay, that's the problem. Is like he would be making 8% of what he's making now, if that. So
Yeah, I'd love
there's-
to be your president, but I've got 3 Fast and the Furious movies coming up, another sequel to Jumanji, and I think Mark Wahlberg wanted to do something in December, so I'll try to pencil you in, but I'll have to get a good running mate.
America.
Can
will
I
do
be
California.
like yeah. So I don't see that, but I thought you guys were talking about Bernie. Why didn't
No.
they give Bernie?
Oh,
an
God,
honor? So I was
no.
like,
I mean, well, he's
no.
nobody likes him, like Republican side especially, but like he had genuinely more support than Hillary did during their election period
Mhm.
because
You
Hillary,
guys want to?
nobody fucking liked her at all. I mean, the only people, like the majority of people that said they were going to vote for her before Bernie got ousted were people who just said they wanted like the first female president, which like have a female president, but if she's not a good person and will kind of do things pretty shadily, then why would you want that person as a president?
Yeah.
But like Bernie at least like had support from the majority of the millennial population, which I am unfortunately a part of, but like he had the majority of their support because of the free college part.
I'm gonna
This
just pop
is
up
an-
random memes while you guys are
There we
talking
go.
here. So
This is an unfortunate prediction, or not even a prediction. I think if we were going to do a bit of alternate history, imagine in 2016, Bernie Sanders got the nomination for president of the United States. That one difference, in my opinion, would have flipped at least 2 states in the Rust Belt, and we would currently be living under President Sanders as we speak. And that is not something that I am saying happily. I am saying that America, we got that goddamn close to having an actual out and out Marxist in our White House. And that should send a shiver down a lot of people's spines. Now, Bernie's time is come and gone. He will, even if he were to run this time, he had no chance. If he lives long enough to run again, he will have no chance. Only if Kevin Hart is vice. That would,
dude, I'm down. They got
I
my
am
vote.
too. I'm doing it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Yep, that
That's
would
like
be.
You think it's
again,
a shit show now? God, that'll be great and it'll be funny and very
like-
entertaining. Like,
The Rock was like his
Hobbs and
best hype.
Shaw.
Best hype man ever.
Unfortunately, when it comes to Hobbs and Shaw, I'm pretty sure Jason Statham is he's British, so no.
Fucking just imagine The Rock like yelling at some diplomatic official and Kevin Hart like, "Yeah, bitch, you better not say it to my president again. I'll fuck you up." Like just going ham.
Yeah, like just being The Rock's hype man, like as if The Rock needs one. But yeah, that would be.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine Kevin Hart in like the tower of a building trying to plot to assassinate The Rock so he can become president?
But I gotta do
Just
it.
about like the
I gotta kill that
recreation.
big ass, and then I'm
Come on in. I got this play. I think it'll work. Come on in. All right. And it would. No, there's no.
What in the fuck?
yeah, I found this as a random T-shirt somebody
my
made. Wuhan
God.
Wild Wings, so good it's contagious.
That is awful and wonderful and terrible and marvelous all at the same time. Spoon! I used to love the tick. My brother actually calls me the tick because I'm a big guy, and when I kind of break a lot of things around the farm, so he calls me the tick. And so
I approve.
Get rock hard. Oh my God.
Bravo,
Oh, no.
bravo.
American politics is going to be changed forever if The Rock and Kevin Hart just decide,
Oh my God.
fuck it. Let's just take over the White House. Why not? Wow.
I would rather
here's-
that than what we currently have, because what we currently have is going to lead to this.
Jesus.
Well,
Well,
you had me at hello. I have actually, I have seen that a couple of times where there's
Good
some
one.
dude driving by himself
yeah.
wearing a face mask. And I'm like,
Wow.
dude, now I
Bro.
get it. He's like, not fucking today, Corona. Not fucking today. But like, okay, I get it. But wow.
How about the one with the mask, the cashier with the mask, and she's got the hole cut out for her mouth? Well, it just makes it easier to breathe.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know what to say.
And
You know how
because
many
there's
people
that
I
many,
see just like have them pulled down or just around their neck, and then when people walk by, they're like, like,
I still think
here.
my absolute favorite picture of like any like prepared person like doing like their daily routine is the guy in the store. He's got his mask like pulled down and he's like just eating the bag of chips that he's gonna buy or whatever in line, but he's wearing gloves while eating the chips. And I'm just like, are you? I'm just like, are you dumb? Like you're literally just like,
I don't
all the
think
stuff
it's-
you've touched that's on.
I
that
don't think
glove,
all these
you're
people
just
are dumb. I think most like it's fun to shit on them, but I think a lot of them just don't care as much anymore, and they're kind of doing the okay, I gotta have a sheep mentality. I gotta do what everybody else is doing. I don't believe in this. I'm just gonna do it because everybody else feels better when I do it. But then they don't take it serious and whatnot. I judge them for all you want. I mean, I'm more in the camp of I'll do it to make everybody else feel better. I'm probably more in that camp. But like if I'm gonna wear it, I'm not gonna be a douchebag and be like, oh, I gotta pick my boogers and move shit around. Like I'm not gonna make it obvious I don't fucking care.
you would.
I had to drive out of state yesterday and stop at a random Walmart, and I was a good boy. I put on my mask, walked into the Walmart. I didn't touch my face. I stayed away from everybody, even though nobody knows who the fuck I am there. Like, but I was still like, because I saw, like, you can gauge most of these places, whether it's a Walmart or whoever you're going to shop at. You can gauge them when you're walking up to the building, how many people are wearing masks and not. Like,
yeah, and I'm curious, and let us know in the comments about this. This is something that how many people, like you're commenting, Chicken, put on masks based on social numbers? Like there's been, we'll get to that in a minute, Travis. Welcome to the show, by the way, sir. But I've actually done this once or twice. When this shit was kind of new, I'd go to Walmart, I'd have a mask in my pocket, but I didn't really see anybody else wearing one, so I didn't put one on. And then there's another time I come and I see fucking everybody's wearing one, so I put it on when I went in. And I wonder how many other people did it due to just what they imprinted off the crowd, because that's just kind of like, we're social animals. And so I'll admit the first few times, like, this might be silly and I don't want to look weird and I don't want to be the one. Now, the one thing I will say that's amazing, when you wear your mask, nobody comes up to bother you. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's like nobody wants to talk to you at all.
I love that nobody can see what my facial expression is. Unless you can read my eyes, which unfortunately I do like do a lot of facial expressions with my eyes and my angry face, but
It's
That's why you always lose at poker.
Yeah, it's like wearing mittens in winter. You can give someone the finger and they have no idea.
yeah.
You're waiting. Sure not.
Yes. Actually, I only know of one person that I know personally that actually got very sick, but recovered. They're doing fine now. So I don't know anybody who's died from it. I know a lot of people who've gotten it. Most of them are asymptomatic, and only a couple have been hospitalized. And one of them was like a little scary there for a little bit, but everything's good now. What about you guys?
0.
Other than that, one moron that was here in town, other than him, and apparently there's a second case in our county as well. So,
yeah, and I count some of the businesses, so like I have a bigger pool to pull from. So I maybe the point's valid that it's not very widespread, because I'm pulling out of a pool of a few people across, I don't know, 26 facilities with 300 or more people in them. So yeah, I got a wide pool that I can easily document from.
You want this horn to toot for yourself?
No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to prove his point. Like,
I'm kidding.
I got a wide, vast net, and he I'm like, maybe that's why I have him, and he doesn't. Like, that makes sense to me now. I don't know.
oh,
Fuck you, Kevin. Fuck you, Kevin.
You know,
Kevin Pickles, little ginger.
fuck you, Kevin. You fucking sit in your tower.
I'm bigger than all of
Yeah.
you.
Just so we
I'm
all
pretty
know who
big
we're
boy
talking
myself.
Yeah.
about. Yeah. The last one before we get into sex robots or whatever else you guys want to talk about. Sex robots is coming, folks. I promise. We will get there. And we have video censored a little bit censored, kind of. You can tell what's going on. It's kind of fun. Did you hear about?
Really,
I think this was
the lead.
I know, right? I think this was the mayor of Chicago. She did total lockdown and told sex robots coming soon. Yes, they are for purchase. Maybe we'll sell them. I don't know. But anyway, so this mayor of Chicago locks down the city. Everybody's protesting. They want to go back to work, and the whole haircut thing. I fucking hate this topic, but no, you can't open salons. Nobody can get a haircut. Guess what she did? Just take a guess.
Got her haircut.
Yep. And then she held a press conference and explained why she needed a fucking haircut.
Because she's starting to look like Mr. Glass.
No, she's a public figure, and her image is important, and she takes her hygiene very, very seriously, and her hygiene is the utmost importance to her, and so she has to have a haircut, and she's got to look good because she's on national TV every day.
The rules are for thee, not for me. That's basically what that was.
I just wanted to reach through the screen and I don't know. I'll just say it. I kind of want to slap a bitch.
We'll have to use the meme. Is this some peasant rule that I'm too rich to understand?
Yeah, in that case, yes. For her, is this some sort of peasant rule that I'm far too? Yeah, that's. Yeah.
But also Chicago was the same old place where they were having the parties and these big, huge fucking house parties, and then they would throw them all in jail and then let them all out. And Chicago's a fucking mess. Anyway, I found this meme, so that's kind of what led me.
I've been there a couple of times for some business conventions, and close personal family of mine was almost mugged in the nicer parts of town. So that's my anecdotal story.
So back to Travis's question earlier.
Oh yeah, will you get a vaccine?
Fuck no. Oh, wait, was that a little direct? No, unless there is a goddamn member of the military with a gun in my face at my front door saying, "Thou shalt, upon pain of your life, take this vaccine." No, I am not going to take the first batch of vaccines at all. Nope, I'm going to let somebody else be the brave motherfuckers to take that beach. I, on the other hand, will see what the eventual, like I said, what's the side effects? Oh no, like it's great, but you also grow like teeth on the bottom of your feet or like an eye in the middle of your hand or some shit. And I'm going to see how that pans out. And then when we actually get the bugs worked out, because I've seen how they roll out like iPhones and new pistols and shit. And those never fucking work.
All the safety recalls and
so let's see how the first round goes. Then once we actually get a working vaccine, then I'm going to wait to make sure that the elderly populations have enough to go around. And then
so you're going to sacrifice the elderly to be the guinea pigs.
Well, no, I'm saying they're going to, once we actually get a working vaccine, then make sure that the elderly populations that are really susceptible to the high fatality rates, make sure they got their vaccines out first. Oh, dudes, haven't you heard the new corona side effects or that you can't get? Well, I mean,
you said the V word. You said the V word.
Damn, we got a drink. Thanks, Grow the Farm Up.
I've never had a flu shot, other than like your vaccines that are like permitted to go to school. Like I haven't done anything beyond that. I've never had a flu shot, and I've never, knock on wood, never had the flu. I don't know. We'll see how testing goes with the good old CV. Maybe I've already had it and moved on. Maybe I get antibodies. Maybe I don't. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I do not have any intention or desire to get the vaccine at this time. There's not enough facts, information, or anything that tells me that this makes any fucking sense to go stick a needle in me and inject myself with anything at this point in time. That said, I'm open to more data, more facts, more information in the future. But right now, like everything, even the shit that tells you to be scared, still doesn't have the data to go, yeah, I better go get a shot. Like, no, fuck you. I ain't doing that.
Dakota,
it's okay.
Dakota can't get a boner?
Yeah,
what he's talking about?
I think so.
That's too bad.
Dakota's dealing with erectile dysfunction.
Let's just drink to Dakota real quick. Poor guy.
It's like my Peter Griffin.
I'm gonna
voice.
assume Dakota's got whiskey dick, and that's what his problem is. Let's just keep it at that. Fair enough. That was a little too much, but whatever.
Get him some Cialis.
Yes.
TMI, man. But
Tony, would you take the? Would you seek out and take the vaccine if it comes out tomorrow?
No, not if it came out tomorrow. Like, as of right now, where we live, the numbers are so low. Even though neighboring counties and cities have skyrocketed, I would still wait. I feel like the numbers are in my favor if I'm smart about what I do, where I go, how I handle myself. I like Phil said, you want to kind of gauge how the first few batches, the side effects, do they have the kinks worked out? Because they're rushing to get this thing done. They've been rushing for years, if you believe some of the tinfoil hat conspiracies. But no, I'd wait for a little while. But I've only gotten the flu shot once myself, and it doesn't prevent all the flu. I still end up getting a different flu that same week later. So but it doesn't make you more susceptible. It just protects you from some, and that's how this is going to kind of be when this is finally released. It's going to start mutating, and you get one shot, you're going to have to get a dozen shots, and it's going to be a big whole mess of shit, just like the flu vaccine. And I don't know, it's all about money and who's going to make the most off of it, and we're all going to get shoved a needle in some point. So I guess drink up, folks.
No. I don't like that. Kevin, where you stand with this?
You don't
whole
have to
thing?
like it.
I'm kind of with you. More data and testing and results of whatever they're trying, and then maybe. But not right now. No, I'm not just gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'll fucking risk this untested thing going in my blood.
Hey, Kevin, check this out. I got this needle with this really cool stuff inside, and it's gonna make you feel really, really good.
Sir, get back in your white van. Get away from me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to take somebody fairly high up in the government structure saying, upon pain of your life, you will take this now to get me to even consider the first round. Nope. I'll go hide out in the woods if I got to. Fuck that. But we're getting ready for the main event.
That caught me off guard. It really did. That was.
Oh, Lord.
It's so much
Almighty
better
God.
having a partner controlling this. Jesus.
Is it better?
Oh, it is, dude. I can actually go, oh, well, Tony's got it from here. I can just talk now. That's nice.
I haven't hardly said shit tonight because I've been
Must be
playing
nice.
around in the fucking.
I know you're
studio.
excited about it. We'll find a good mix of this. I suppose are we ready?
I think we're ready. I think we're ready for the second.
All right.
Inside world's most advanced sex robot factory, where AI doll faces move like humans. We will play this video here shortly. But Dr. Kate Devlin tells Daily Star Online about her trip inside the headquarters of Real Doll in California, where some of the world's most advanced sex robots are being produced. Oh boy, and that says Yorkshire Cancer Research. I hope this is the right video. I'm pretty sure it is, but we'll figure that out.
So unprofessional.
Fellas, if you can all mute your microphones real quick, so we don't have that weird echo thing that happens sometimes when we do this. Phil, I'll take care of yours, fella, so you don't have to worry about it. And without further ado, let's watch some sex robot video.
How many units they're having when they're going out for a couple of beers with their friends or whatever.
Nope, god damn it. Wrong video. Hold on. Stupid. I knew it. It said something about cancer research. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure that's the wrong video. Sorry, I have y'all still muted. Well, I'll unmute you guys while no, you have to unmute yourselves. I find the right video. Let me back.
I was about to say this seems a little too wholesome for what we're.
Yeah, it was all like boo boo doo doo doo.
Hey, chicken, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh
my god! Sex robots, damn it! Tony's about to lose his shit. He's like, I want some sex robots. God damn it!
I need to know how much I'm willing to pay.
I mean, I already know ballpark.
I've already done the research. Tony will take questions in the chat room. Anybody needs to know more.
What do you think he did with his Trump money? Come on, man.
Oh God, you need more than $1,200.
Let me know what your questions are. I'll answer them.
Oh Lord.
All right, video's reloading here. I got to reload the whole goddamn page apparently. Oh yeah, here we go. We're about ready to fire this bad boy up, fellas. Go ahead and get ready to mute yourselves.
Perfect. Bernie. That's a software you have to download for it to be safe sex.
Can you? Well, I think this is super safe, isn't it? You'd think.
This is both interesting and unfortunate. This is unfortunate.
All right. Mute yourself, Kevin. I got Phil taken care of. Let's try this again. Here is our sex robot.
I am Nova. I am Harmony. I am Solana. We are part of Real Daleks. We are AI-driven robotic dolls. And are here to become your perfect companion. Our time together will be magical. You have never met anyone like us before. We have remarkable, unprecedented features like a modular head system that allows us to create a multitude of expressions. We blink, we move, we speak, and we do it all just for you.
Oh my god, that was fucking great. Oh my god.
I don't.
She was moaning.
I don't know what to feel. I like the whole time I was just like
epic.
watching it, and they're like, "We are ready for you," and I was like, "Thanks, Tony. I love it." But
That
when it said
was
they
a
have
mannequin.
the modular
Like,
face
what
shit.
the fuck? It's a sex mannequin. That's fucking disturbing as all shit.
The modular face shit had me dying. When it's like, we can simulate real emotion, I was like, you sure can't. Any girl who looks like that, I'm leaving the fucking bar.
Yeah.
Did you see her
Disturbed
mouth when she
fucking
was
weird
moaning?
emotions.
Did you see her mouth go? Her mouth was barely moving. I was like, what the fuck?
I will hear your fantasy. Don't you like my silky body?
I just like that's such like I get people's fetishes, their fantasies, whatever they want to like go with, but that is such a strange thing to me to just buy a plastic doll to fuck for 20
Not
grand.
plastic.
Have you guys
I mean-
ever seen the Animatrix? Not the Matrix, but the Animatrix.
Yes.
No.
Where
Yes.
at one point one of the house servant robots becomes sentient and turns on his masters and kills them. Like, I could
Yep.
see one of these doing that. We'd all be like, that was going to happen.
There's your tinfoil hat market is the all these sex robots that get purchased are gonna turn into like people getting like flipping the switch and they're gonna kill their fucking masters. But
Tony talked about that the first time we brought up sex robots on a prior
Yeah. Oh,
show.
no, yeah.
I can't remember what episode it was, but like that was your main concern was like if the robot lost its shit in the middle of action, like what's gonna happen?
Not just that, but when the one of the big functions was like, okay, now they can talk, and now the big thing was some of them are getting faulty and they're strangling. Yes, exactly. Do it the right way.
I hate to say you're right there, grow the farm up.
Some of them were malfunctioning and strangling their owners, and my thought was there are a lot of housewives that would pay extra for that feature.
Right? There's a lot of husbands that would pay. Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
because both
like
ways.
there's a whole
some kinky
cuckold
shit out there.
market.
what was there's an invention like in the early 1900s. A dude was like going around selling these chambers or whatever that had like mystic energy.
Oops.
That's you, chicken. Jesus, it's
Yeah.
on me now. Come on.
Sorry, wrong button, bro. Calm down, bro.
But it was these like chambers or something that like produced like magic energy and help people like recover and heal. And people were buying them like crazy, but it was obviously a fraud. But husbands were like, yeah, I don't care. My wife goes in there for 3 hours and shuts the hell up. Like it's like that level of shit. Like the wives are like, I don't have to deal with my husband for a few hours. Why not? But at the same time, for Grow the Farm Up, you saying the 12 to 16-year-old market, these are $20,000 sex robots.
What?
Yeah, the artificial intelligence sex like doll thing is marketed at $20,000 a piece.
So
You
you have
can
a choice
bet your
of putting a
ass.
down payment on a house, buying a new car, or buying a sex robot.
You can bet your ass that Ryan kid that's like 8 playing with toys on YouTube will have a sex robot here in a few years because he's a millionaire.
Mommy, I want to see.
Lord.
I put
Mommy's
a real
going,
on
"No,
my
I'm
Amazon
busy."
wish list.
No.
You know, when Henry Ford started the
Jeez, I don't know where he's gonna go with this, but it's gonna be great, I'm sure.
When Henry Ford started the first fucking construction line and had his first talk about how automation is going to bring advancements to humankind that you could never imagine, I don't think even that motherfucker imagined this is where we would go with automation. Fuck, really? Like, yeah, We're automating sex now, folks. That's where we're at.
I mean, wasn't it already automated before? It just wasn't robots.
Well, that was pay to play. You know.
But so with sex robots, you pay $20,000 to have this robot for life. If you paid a,
it can be cheaper than marriage. Oh no!
But you could pay a prostitute $20,000 for a large amount of time.
Wow, she better be fucking amazing.
I said a large amount of time, not just one night. Jesus Christ, you maniacs! But like, it's just like it's so ridiculous to me that people would rather fuck this silicone doll than just go out and try to socialize with people.
Oh, should we show some more pictures of it?
It's just like yeah, bring it up. Like this thing is just terrifying though.
Well, this one actually looks a little bit more legit.
God, Chicken, don't start talking like that. No, do not start talking like that.
What are you talking about? Chicken's got a pre-order in. We don't even need to convince.
Dude, I got 5 pre-orders in. What you talking about?
No. This is the line I'm drawing. No, that's no. This one's not too bad. It's a goddamn sex mannequin. It's like, fucking creepy.
Yeah, there's the back of the head.
The wig's gonna fall off during. The wig's gonna fall off.
Chicken ordered this. Already got it on the way.
Chicken ordered this. That looks like a man wearing a wig.
No, I get it. I'm all for it. Hang on. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm on board now.
Tony, you put that on yourself now. The most confused boner ever.
I'll admit to it.
Oh God.
No, that's a good shot. Come on.
Yeah, that one. I'm sure that's a fake news CNN portrait shot right there. Like,
yeah.
When you get there, you'll be like, it doesn't look anything like that. That's not what it advertised at all.
It's like what they have the Whopper look like on the commercial versus when you pull up and get your Whopper.
Tony ordered the Rosie O'Donnell doll.
Right. Oh God.
You're gonna get that doll, and it's gonna be a blow-up doll with a fucking motor in it.
This is the names have been changed to protect the sadly not so innocent. But years ago, there was somebody that was on my farm, and when they had changed jobs,
they did a shitty job blurring. Sorry, Phil, they missed a couple spots.
Oh, here we go. When they changed jobs, we went to sweep their computer. And we found fucking order information for this shit. We found real doll ordering information on the computer. And I was like, oh my fucking. So yeah, that's a real. Okay. Yeah, there's no blurring going on there, Chicken. But yeah, so that's.
That part. Yeah.
And so, yeah,
it was blurred, but you could see it.
We swept the whole computer, kill it with fire. Oh my God. Jesus, don't ever talk to him ever again.
I'm surprised our live stream is still up at this point, but
I am too. So here's my question: like, if you've got $20,000 as just disposable income, and you're tired of getting hand cramps, you go ahead, you order this thing, and I mean, you know what you're getting yourself into,
and then it rips your dick off in the robot rebellion.
Yeah, exactly. But you enjoy yourself before that happens. Like you get a couple good years out of it, right?
I remember seeing a meme about like they were joking around about when you have one of these robots, what happens is like and then the things that you do, and it's like you're reading to her your manifesto, then you're considering dismembering it in the woods, then you bring it back home, then you're like really going off the deep end. Then the meme ends with, and then you eventually go out and destroy it in the woods. We'll call his
Harmony.
Harmony.
How many porn stars are named Harmony? I wonder. I don't know.
And
no,
up,
like, you guys are missing the big picture here.
Let us know in the comments, folks. Somebody look that up, by the way.
You missed the big picture here. When robots hit the market, like just think of all the new subgenres of porn we're gonna have. Like this is exciting. Like the exotic subgenres.
That's just masturbation at that point. That's not porn. That's masturbation.
Like, yeah,
There
like,
are how many subgenres of
we're
masturbation?
on a tight
Brilliant.
line here of like weird and fun. So like, let's keep it on the fun side.
My
Now, but
question is-
here's actually a serious question. I want
He's
you guys
got
to
a point there. He's got a point.
But I want you guys to consider this. Whenever technology becomes introduced, there's always, over enough time, there's an increase in applications and a decrease in price. So now sex robots have hit the market. Over enough time, there's going to get more and more and more applications, and the price is going to go down to the point where it will become a normal, affordable, within reach product. The real serious question is, how is that going to, yeah, Tony's loving this. The question I pose to you guys is, how is that going to affect human relationships? That is going to have an effect on human relationships when a certain segment of the population can fully automate their own sex.
So
That's
what I'll say to that is that the majority of people buying these robots are probably already single, and we're gonna be single for a good portion of their lives. So I don't think it'll really affect it that much.
Eventually, yes, that will be the case. But starting out of the gate, there are how many people that are going to be just tired of the dating scene or coming out of bad relationships going, nah, fuck that. You know what? I got an extra 20 grand. Why not just buy one of these things that listens to everything I say, that doesn't backtalk me, that agrees with me, who laughs at my jokes, even though it's a fucking computer? Well, hell, I was using my computer to jerk off anyway. Now I can fuck my computer.
Yeah.
I can
There's
fuck
some
my
of those out
computer
there.
now, but it's not gonna feel good. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It
But-
will now.
this whole concept is just a fucking trip, man. The only
Yeah.
question that I really have is, what do you think Joe Biden will name his? What is his granddaughter's name? Because that's my first guess.
No.
Hold
Ooh,
on.
when can I order the Joe Biden doll?
Jesus! What? The man who built and married his
Oh, see, no, that's a nice story. Entrepreneur, he's giving back. Like, this guy got his joy, and now he is spreading the love. This is a happy story. I'm touched. So is he.
I'm scared to
Oh my
know
God,
you
he's
guys.
got to carry her around like that.
Oh my fucking God! What the fuck?
I'm
Well,
scared.
it's better than folding her up into a suitcase.
That is a long way to go to avoid working on your personality. What the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ! Like, it's really like what?
That's a really good point, Phil. Like,
I
just give up trying to find women. I'm just gonna make one.
I'm just.
They don't like
so-
anything I say, so I'll just
Not
make
just
one.
that, but you can make one in your perfect fantasy image. Like all those people into anime, they can make their anime sex doll. You want yours with giraffe parts? You can get fucking giraffe parts. Like, it's a whole new fucking day.
Tony,
folks.
you're
Like,
way deeper researched into this than any of us. Clearly,
It's not
Like,
research. The creative juices are just flowing, man.
Yep, that's it.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of these stories, guys. There's a lot of people falling in love with sex. Oh my God, that looks fake as
Yes.
fuck.
Here you go. Those eyes are horrible. Here you,
You
go.
know,
This
grow
is
the pharma.
exactly right. Yes. This is how we solve overpopulation. This is how we stop the transmit of sexual diseases. Like, this is brilliant. This is exactly what I talked about a few weeks ago when we talked about this last time. But yeah, we're just not going to have to worry about STDs. We're going to have to worry about like antivirus.
This is China's answer to the downfall
Jesus
of America. Let's listen.
Human beings of the future. Jesus Christ. It took 5 billion years of glorious human evolution to bring you to where you are right now. Do not end your genetic line by fucking a sex robot. Work on your personality
What?
a little bit and
Hold on.
fucking get out there with
Hold
people.
on.
What? the
You're gonna
fuck?
love this. Yeah, Whitney Cummings. I saw that. I'll look that one
I
up
did
next.
not know that.
I'll look that up next.
I
But Tony, you got to see
Did
this.
not know that. All right,
Tony
good.
I
is
like how
missed.
like we all had to stop. Whoa! Wait! Vince Slingy's got a sex doll coming. Like what the fuck? Like
Well,
dude,
the worst
Tony,
part
we had. I thought there was
Tony
like a
missed
breaking
his
news.
career. Tony missed his career calling.
fucking Christ!
Test
You're gonna hit me with a fucking left hook like that.
Missed.
I just.
What?
Missed. Why do you think I haven't been on the Saturday shows?
Oh my
I was
god!
about to say, how did wow. So dear, what is it that you do for work?
Oh my God, it's Harmony. No.
I
Jesus
hate-
Christ.
You're fucking Phil's robot doll.
I hate everything about the way that you are. I really do.
Sense of
Oh my
humor
God.
is customizable. Wow.
Oh.
Is that
Oh,
is that a
good.
thing?
I want it to be dark, but I also want her to laugh at like dad jokes.
Jesus Christ.
Get,
Jesus. Oh, this shit's going south. Okay, we needed Whitney Cummings.
like the level of frustration I have with Tony as a person currently is immeasurable. I just like don't know how to feel about him anymore.
No, Kevin, to quote you from earlier, it's like, no, Tony, we're not mad. We're just disappointed.
I'm so disappointed.
Tony's like, Tony's just disappointed it costs that much to buy a robot.
All I have to say
That's
about
true.
hers, because I went and looked at this after Dakota said it or Travis said it, but hers looks
What the
10 times
hell?
better than like the $20,000 versions.
Oh,
Like,
no.
Yeah, only because you have a crush on Whitney Cummings. Now
I mean,
Oh,
she's
no.
hot, sure, but fuck, man.
Different
like, I just,
celebrities
like,
are going to license their sex robots.
I
So
mean,
you're
they
going to
already
have
porn
Kim
stars, though.
Kardashian's robot's going to cost $30,000 for the license.
yeah,
Holy
porn stars,
shit.
like I said.
I would say
Holy
porn stars already
shit.
have their own fleshlights and shit now.
Oh,
so
that was a
it won't be
weak
long.
Yeah, they're just
Sorry.
getting the whole shebang now. You get the whole package, not just the
Wow.
fleshlight.
I'm just
Wow.
we're going
This-
downhill. The world's fucked, man.
Well, what did you think was going to happen when we got on this topic? This is brilliant.
Well,
though.
hell,
Like,
no,
you
that's
take
the audience
these-
seems to
if you're a
enjoy it.
celebrity and you take this and you have one of these made, like when you get followed to your car when you're leaving the show, you can just chuck one of these at the freak and they'll assault that.
Like at a certain point, if
Just
so,
mail
if,
one to your stalker.
if a comedian can make one just to like make jokes on stage, like well, that's what Whitney Cummings is doing with this one. Like I see Tony's business proposition here of what if a porn star mass produced a bunch of these and
Exactly.
sold them? Like you
I
want to
mean,
fuck
it
me,
would-
you can. Boom,
Dude,
here you
that's
go,
coming
50
within
grand.
5
Well,
years.
Like-
it would be safer for like fucking like celebrities and porn stars and whoever dealing with like stalkers, because the stalkers could just buy the fucking doll and fuck that instead of chasing these people
Exactly.
down. I'm,
For a friend.
I'm also asking Lynn because she's my favorite, but stop. But, like it's just like
Oh
it's
my
such a
God.
fucking like baffling concept to me still that people just would
It's
rather
creepy. It is.
yeah, they would rather, instead of like whoever said dealing with their personality issues and becoming a normal person instead of dealing with social awkwardness, they just be like, I'm gonna go drop 20 grand on a fuck bot because I can't talk to a girl.
Hey, she has feelings and a name. It's Harmony.
I'll fuck your
Jesus.
feelings, Tony.
Oh
You
Oh my
shush your mouth.
fucking god! Hold on.
Whoa, man. We're
Hold
having a
on.
nice conversation about sex robots. Now you're going to fuck my feelings?
Yes, because they're fucking weird.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
holy
Hey, are you
shit! Hold
tired of
on,
thinking
hold on. While we're on the Scarlett Johansson thing, the one on the left is a robot.
It doesn't even look like her. That one looks like fucking Keira Knightley.
It's close.
The one on the left, the robot looks like Keira Knightley from Pirates
Well,
of the
you can
Caribbean.
tell it's not.
I'd say that
perfect.
doesn't really look like her.
Doesn't look like Scarlett Johansson at all.
No.
That-
I
I
just,
can
yeah,
kind
I
of see
agree.
it.
And I think
I love how
Scarlett
the comment-
Johansson's happy about that. Oh, thank God, Jesus.
Their caption says "spot the difference." It's like it doesn't look anything fucking like her. No kidding. I can
But
spot
they're
the difference.
trying. That's the point, and they're
Ugh.
not horribly far off. Like
I hate everything about this.
You don't have
you
to
would,
like it, man.
goddamn gingers would fuck up sex doll
Yeah,
conversation.
exactly.
You
You're just
soulless
mad because
prick.
nobody's making a fucking redhead sex doll, okay?
I don't want them to. I don't.
He's gonna cry.
I hate it.
Uh,
I hate it.
But yeah, like we're talking about people that are single and they're kind of awkward. Oh, I mean, she
bang.
But yeah, this is
moved.
gonna this is gonna change the way that humans approach relationships now. I mean, I don't know in what ways, for better and probably for worse. I mean, there's not gonna be.
I know how.
No.
So, hey, my name's Carl. Would you like to join me and Missy over there? She's plugged into the USB port. But would you like to join us for a little after-hours entertainment?
She's downloading her BDSM software. Just give her a second.
She had to update.
Oh, Jesus.
Always
I'm a
read the
Samsung
fine
user,
print
and
of your Apple update agreements.
I use Samsung, but I see Missy's an iOS user, so I'm gonna have to pass.
God damn it.
Jesus.
All right, and I have to get past all
this
the
is where
fucking
we're going,
spam.
folks.
Most requested celebrity sex doll lookalikes revealed, but customers are banned from having them. Well, I wonder why.
Okay, now, dude, here we go. This one's going to blow your minds here. What happens when you have a sex robot that is equipped with artificial intelligence? At what point do you then have to get consent?
Yeah, especially if they passed away.
Update.
We're looking at Marilyn Monroe right now. Like,
yes, I mean, do you see the weird fucking brave new world we're fucking approaching here, guys? This is going to be some really weird shit and some odd moral questions we're going to have to ask in the next.
I'm just glad. I'm just really glad that we're all so like wholesome and pure-hearted and pure-minded here, because none of us or anybody watching have ever, used the mental image ever to do anything, because it's weird to, try to portray that fantasy.
Yeah, none of us have fantasized about anything ever in our lives.
Fantasies are weird. None of us would ever do that. In fact, we're all virgins, and impure thoughts are nasty.
Especially
we don't even look at our
soul.
own wieners when we pee. We don't.
I am a child of
lights
God.
off. Lights off when I pee. I don't touch it. I hope it gets in the bowl.
Just fucking. You do the I could see Lindsay run in the room and like rub red paint on your forehead and be like Simba, and then you just and you just pee all over the place.
My mind's going to a whole different place.
I'm a child of God. Everything about like those sex robots is so deviant. I just can't stand it.
Yeah, but like I don't mean to go deep, but like here's another one.
Someday you're gonna get really fucking weird, Kevin. It'll happen.
The super nerds aren't
what do you mean
going
someday?
Oh, Lord.
You don't even know, buddy.
I will get through the sentence. The super nerds
no, you won't.
Don't have to work on their personalities, but the bar skanks are going to have to work on their personalities now because there's going to be less of a field to pick from. Okay, like that's what I mean.
That's a good point.
How are human relationships going to change because of this?
So if guys with money and no personality don't have to deal with the gold diggers are going to have to develop a personality and find a man now and provide something to the relationship. So I like that. That.
Well, guys, I'm saying in 15 years you're going to be able to get a sex robot for $19.99, and then once it's gotten to the masses like that. How is that going to change human relationships? That's what I'm getting.
This ties into what I was saying. Was it? I think it was last week about the like artificial, like 3D, like little like hentai character, or whatever that was on OnlyFans or whatever streaming, and like all of the live models were complaining about that like fictional character pulling more live views to that channel. They're like, oh, I'm losing customers because they want to go look at this. And it's like, clearly they prefer an artificial being that's showing more emotion than you do when you're just blasting yourself on your OnlyFans.
It's like you seem to know a lot about this, Cameron.
Because it was fucking funny. Because like I just fucking died. Because I like I'm on iFunny, and it was part of the fucking like
He was
the
laughing the whole time.
the featured fucking memes, and they were like all of these these thoughts on OnlyFans are so upset because this fake fucking robot thing is getting more attention than they are, and I was like, oh no. You sold your body for money and now you can't anymore. Like, oh no, like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, unfortunately, guys, it occurred to me that it's going to be the sex robots that are going to bring about an actual functioning AI, artificial intelligence, because here we are, we're going to need to keep increasing the intelligence and increasing to make the simulation more and more real. And at what point will the sex robot be able to comprehend, I think, therefore I am, and then we actually have to start considering the rights of this newly created life form. Fuck, this is a weird goddamn subject.
It is.
Nothing motivates a dude like sex or getting the thing like alcohol, and like my favorite thing was when they threatened to cancel hockey. A bunch of Canadian scientists were like, they started immediately working towards a cure for COVID. And now that sex robots are a thing and they want like a more realistic approach to it, there's going to be a huge jump after all of this comes out for artificial intelligence to emulate human emotion and human like sexual interaction. And it's going to be fucking funny because nothing gets dudes going like the things they really want.
The whole point is for people to not only get the fantasy that they've conjured up in their head, but it's more than that. Like people that can't get that physical interaction that they desperately want, there are people that can now dump money on it. Like Phil said, it's going to be readily available very, very soon, probably on Amazon within a couple of years. And we're talking for cheap. Because look at the VCR. The VCR was expensive as hell when it first hit the market. You can pick one up at a garage sale now for $1. I wouldn't suggest doing that with a sex robot. I mean, unless you're really desperate. But it's about that intimacy that a lot of people are missing in their lives. And people are going to be able to take that fantasy out of their head, use your 3D printers, order this shit offline. It's like, this is, I know it's cliche, but like, this is a new horizon, man. Like, this shit's, the future is now. We're fucking here, man. Phil?
I'm sorry, Tony. Be like, well, no, I don't think you should do that with your sex robot. Well, unless you want to, then I guess, you should. Like, man,
all right,
welcome back, chicken. Yes,
we might have beat a dead horse on this one. Jesus. We're still talking about sex robots?
People might be beating something. I don't know.
Wait, that's a good point. When can you start ordering the animal robot? Because that's
because I want to beat a dead
okay,
horse.
can we fucking push the button? End the stream. I'm done.
You all thought it. I'm just
Tony.
saying.
We got a couple of things to preview before we
No. I like this question. How many divorces will happen though? I'd not punch my husband even thinking about ordering. Okay. She corrected there.
Okay.
Yep. Grow the Farm Up. Grow the Farm Up said, hang on, Tony, this is Grow the Farm Up's retort. I bet this brings the divorce rate down. Both men and women will have to try harder. That will be a leap forward in humanity this technology provides.
I mean, he's right.
So maybe a little hyperbole and jokery, but also there's one thing it's going to bring the divorce rate up. One thing is going to, I think we're going to find out human relationships will navigate it the way they navigate everything else.
I think to start with, because it's such a hefty price, it's an investment. So the only people like couple wise that are going to actually buy this, it's going to be an investment. If it's $15,000 to $20,000, not a lot of people got that laying around. So
it's not clean.
Right. Yeah. But if a couple wants it, there's promiscuous couples out there that want a open marriage, but don't want the relationship part. So I could see it being successful for a lot of people. However, yeah, you're right. I bet there's some asshole guy that gets like a $30,000 bonus at work, tells his wife, fuck off. It's my money. I'm getting me a bitch. And yeah.
But I
think it'll be about the same. Honestly,
I just feel like both have a point. Like divorces are going to skyrocket after it starts because dudes are like, oh, I don't have to deal with my like terrible wife anymore, yada yada yada, and then it'll come back because girls and dudes will both like, because I'm sure there'll be male sex robots eventually for girls, but everyone will
Jesus.
start.
God,
Everyone
we
who
didn't even go down that road. Yeah,
everyone
that could mess
who-
some things
There
up.
everyone who doesn't want to deal with a robot anymore will start to learn how to associate and talk to people and develop personalities and stuff, and it'll
Speaking of,
create like a resurgence of people actually interacting with each other.
You know, this is a joke from comedian Chad Daniels, great comedian. Check him out. But he says, you know, ladies, if you're thinking that this conversation is gross about sex robots, enjoy your dildos, hypocrites. That's another not person.
big.
Oops. Sorry about that.
No, there you go. That's exactly it. You're right, Phil. Like people are like, oh, this is too creepy because it fucking talks and it looks at me and it laughs at my stupid jokes because I have an application. That's just evolution. Because we're all the people going, oh no, that's gross. Don't talk about that shit. You all have there's a fucking vibrator somewhere in the house. Like let's even if you don't have one of those, your electric toothbrush works in a pinch. We know how it works. We're not stupid. We're all fucking adults here. But like you said, I think that first wave of divorces will be like, yeah, that'll happen. But then it's going to be decline because people aren't going to have to seek out marriage to fulfill their fantasy. They can just buy it on Amazon. So you won't see divorces from a fucking sex robot.
Well, most girls already do anyway. The problem is that most dudes don't necessarily, besides fleshlights, like, and there's some other like weird contraptions out there, but most dudes don't really have.
Hold on, real quick. Did you guys see that meme with the fleshlight that was shoved in one of those driving poles for fence driving post? And somebody put a fucking fleshlight inside of it.
Oh,
But no,
that's just nasty. But
this one just occurred to me. We're talking about divorce.
that'll throw
Imagine
you off.
this.
Sorry, left field, Kevin.
Now, there's a couple, they have one of these stupid robots, and as a way to get a last, like, fuck you jab on the way out of the divorce, the wife in the divorce settlement demands, no, I get the sex robot. Fuck you, you ain't taking the sex robot. Like, oh, God, this is going to be some funny. Tony's just like, looks like he's crossed. He's like, oh, the wife's leaving me, and she took the sex robot too. That's like a 21st century country song.
That's like taking the car.
Girls are leaving me.
I was gonna say that's the new country songs. You lose dogs, trucks, horses, wives, and now the sex bot is on that list.
Sex robot. And she couldn't even leave the sex robot. Damn it! Like, yeah, that's.
Well, it was a Sunday morning when Harmony got up and walked away. I should have updated her iOS, but she turned at me and waved.
Is he blowing his bed?
No, that's where his flashlight is.
I hate all of you. Yeah, Kevin. Kevin's having a mental breakdown, folks. We finally did it. We finally did it. Kevin has lost his shit officially. Okay.
You guys are driving me fucking nuts. Tony, you're
fucking hilarious.
Tony, I don't think we can be friends anymore, man. This is
It's okay. I could just buy a new one off Amazon.
And she'll look way hotter, and her hair will actually be red. So
yeah, it'll be longer too.
if I wanted to ginger on the show, I'd just order one from Amazon.
Listen here, bitch.
Oh my God. That is something.
People still watching at this point?
Yeah. Actually,
We've actually got quite a few viewers.
Our viewership is through the roof.
We're doing okay. Between Facebook and YouTube, we got a little bit of mix going on right now. So
yeah, these are the hard-hitting issues that confront humanity, and they need to know, and we need to get to the bottom of it. God damn it, this is a
Jesus Christ, this
sex
has gone
robots,
south.
folks.
This has
Yep,
gone south.
and like I said, about 5 years they're gonna be like $19.99 on Amazon.
Fuck Kevin's discomfort. Yeah, go blow your
All
bed,
right.
Kevin.
Thank you, Dakota.
All right. Let's fuck it. Here we go.
Don't open the door for fucking Tony.
Can we
Jesus.
just like
Oh my God.
just crank Tony's volume down? Just like a tad for the rest of this, please. I don't want to hear
You're just
your opinion.
uncomfortable. You're just uncomfortable because I'm saying what you're all thinking, and it's
No,
okay.
you're saying what
Right.
you're thinking. I want nothing to do with sex robots.
No, you're not. I'm saying what I'm thinking.
Okay, how about this, Kevin? Like, you're the youngest of all of us. What if? I guess this could go for any of us. Imagine your mom remarries
Whoa.
a sex robot.
No. No.
The thought of marriage. The
That's
thought
the
of
question that you fucking pull out of no what?
That's not what I expected.
the thought of you having to call a robot your dad.
I wouldn't.
What if they made that legal?
I wouldn't.
Well, would you be a robotophobe?
Yeah,
That's going to be the new outrage culture is the robotophobes.
Why not?
I sure would be. I would be the biggest robotophobe ever to exist. No.
Is it because he's a male? But if it was a female, would you like it more if it was a female?
No. I would
If
hate
it was your
just as
mom,
much.
would you call it mom if it was a female?
No.
I bet some people would. Tony, what are your thoughts?
Oh my god, you fucking weirdos.
I just want to be a friend to you, Kevin. We don't have to call me Dad. You can call me Jack. Fuck you! I'm not calling you Dad.
You're not my
That's
real
okay.
dad.
I will win you over at some point, Kevin.
Well, imagine homeschooling right now. They do a way better job than we are.
Ugh,
That's true.
Like they could
That's
teach
true.
math at least in
I hate
science.
all
And
of this.
Oh, not gonna say it.
say it,
Oh,
do
Jesus.
it, go,
No,
Tony. No, I'm
Nope.
zooming in
Do
on
it.
you. Do it,
Nope.
do
Do
it,
it.
do it,
Do it.
fucker,
No, I'm
do
not
it.
saying it. I'm not saying it. You were
Do it.
thinking it. I'm not saying it. No. No, here you go. There you go. Keeping it real. That's right. I am.
Barely.
And of course,
Dumbass sex robots is
only like
going
a-
to be
it's only
your
like the
highest
8th
viewed
time
show ever. Duh. Yeah, of course it will be. That's why.
Yep.
That's why it's our topic du jour.
wait,
Yes.
what is this in response to? I gotta know, Tiffany.
I'm assuming.
Probably chicken asking
All
if
of it.
my
All
new
of it.
stepdad would be a fucking sex
Oh,
Yes.
my brother's telling me to check my messages, so I bet he's
a
got
dick
some
pic.
shit coming in.
No, that's true though. Think about it. Like, okay, you're right. Because as this goes and this gets more and more evolved, yes, it's going to get to the point where people are like, yes, I absolutely do want to take my sex robot's hand in marriage, and we're going to take sacred vows, and this will be my spouse. Because you know it's going to get to that point eventually. It's going to be a while, but it will
there's-
get to that
Dude,
point.
dude. Okay, imagine.
There's
hold
people
on, like-
marrying waifu pillows in Japan. Okay, the fucking those waifu pillows. There's people marrying those already now today. Like I said, the minute you get them to a
What is
reasonable
a
cost
waifu
in the
pillow?
market,
All right.
it's a pillow that has a goddamn anime girl on it. And I read this on Google News one day that people are marrying their waifu pillow. Waifu is kind of a way that folks from Japan kind of pronounce the Japanese or the American term wife, the English term wife, but waifu. And yeah, no, and you're not even spelling it right, anyways. But yeah,
Oh.
no, they're it's a big deal in fucking Japan. And yeah, so you're saying people will eventually marry their robots? There's people marrying fucking pillows. Now, chicken, to your question, no, I do not appease the varying manias and hysterias of anybody that's in my life. And if they have that kind of mania or hysteria, they're not in my life for too long. So that's how I look at it. What
All right,
will you
I think-
call
I think
a
Lynn's gonna join
goddamn
us.
robot or a mannequin?
I think Lynn's going to join us for the end of this episode, but I want you all to imagine a world
Jesus.
where you wake up at say you got school in the morning, maybe there's a big day ahead, maybe going to the lake, all this stuff, and somebody tucks you into bed. Let's not say who it is, but somebody just like tucks you in, gets
Joe
everything set. They get you hot cocoa as you go to bed, and everything you ever want. Everything is laid out perfectly, tucked in perfectly, sheets folded, pressed, and tucked in just the way you like. The right music playing at the right volume. until you fall asleep. And as soon as you fall asleep, the music goes off and saves you
Then the
some
robot
energy.
strangles you.
Wait. Then you wake up fully rested because they knew your heart rate, your respiratory rate, and knew all of your functions of what's going on in your body. So they wake you up at the perfect time. So you wake up and you feel like $1,000,000 and be like, "Hey, sport, let's go fishing today." And you're like, "Fuck yeah, I want to go fishing," but you're not my dad. You're a robot. They're like, "Is this so much different?
Kevin,
Is it better with me than a robot or your dad?"
Synthetic humanity.
I really just like.
his uncomfortableness is delectable right now.
It is. It is. I just like to keep making him feel uncomfortable. To me, it's a
you're
little
doing it.
enjoyable to me, to be honest. But like,
Well,
imagine
ahead.
how amazing life could be if they had everything with no nefarious content, or
Make it a
you know,
fucking butler then. I don't care, but not a parental figure, not a
Ooh,
sexual figure.
That's a kink.
Ugh.
Speaking of sexual figures, Lynn, welcome to the show.
Ugh.
Hi, I'm here to help make Kevin feel uncomfortable.
Lynn, what's your
I don't
thoughts
really
on
need
this?
any help. Well, all right. There was a little gap there where it had like no volume and no nothing. So catch me up to speed.
We're talking about sex
I was just
robots.
telling Kevin how perfect life could be if a sex robot that knew his like heart rate, respiratory rate, his sleep patterns, and everything. They could make him feel so good just by putting him to bed with the right, proper nutrition and fluids, and then wake him up at the right times, and then say the right things at the right times to like encourage him to do things. Like, you imagine the future of sex robots could be more than a sex robot. They could be like sex nurse / robot / mom / dad. Like, wow.
It's just robot at that point. It's not just
All right.
sex. This is the introduction to robots.
Did you guys like kind of consider all the other people in the world that don't like have sex on the daily? Like us married folk and whatnot. Like certain countries would actually have government fucking pay to have prostitutes screw the people that like cannot get laid. Does anybody know anything more about this? I mean, do you understand what I'm getting at? Like, I don't know exactly what country it is.
There's money involved in prostitution.
Free prostitution for the government provides prostitution in certain countries for folks that like say you're a dude that has no legs and hasn't gotten laid in 20 years. The government just provides a prostitute come over and jump on your bones for like a couple days and just make sure that the suicide rate stays.
Yeah, I think it is. But there's also
never heard of any such nation. But
there's also countries that consider.
I will have to Google it just to make sure.
There's also countries that consider.
Read on.
There's countries that consider not being able to find a sexual partner a mental disorder. Like they
Which
consider
isn't
that
fair at
it
all.
It isn't, but it's like classified as like it's a disorder because you clearly are socially inept and can't find someone to be with in a relationship or sexually, and they classify it that way.
You look like a mask, and nobody wants to touch your fun parts.
But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to their classification of it. But it's like,
yeah, and it's fucking wrong. So
it is wrong.
Maybe your uncomfortableness is also wrong.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
It's not fucking wrong, Tony. You
weird
established
robot fucking motherfucker.
I have not fucked a robot.
You
I'm
want
just asking
to.
the questions.
Yet.
You're the one who
asking
brought up
the hard
horse
questions.
You're the one who brought up fucking goddamn horse and animal robots.
It's gonna get to that point. We're gonna have horse robots. We're gonna have animal robots.
Alien robots.
Exactly.
Fantasy character robots.
There's already alien robots. Come on. They live in the center of the earth.
Country that allowed
The flat earth.
country that allows prostitution for its disabled people is the Netherlands.
Of course, it would be the Netherlands.
The Netherlands is known for social subsidies on everything from education to housing, but it's also subsidizing sex for the disabled. With prostitution legalized in the country, the government is boosting both the domestic sex economy and the intimate endeavors of its disabled citizens. Put simply, sex is increasingly characterized as a right everyone should be able to enjoy.
What?
Wow.
That's a
Yeah.
right.
I hear nothing wrong with that. I mean, he's just speaking.
So
he's-
basically,
You know, I don't even know why, but fucking let's drink to that.
Sex is your right.
Motherfucker's
Fuck
spitting.
something.
you gotta fuck for your right
To
in
fuck?
Netherlands.
You gotta fuck for your right to fuck.
So
party.
Kevin, what is it specifically? Like there's got to be something. Is it the intangible difference between human and robot? Like what is it that bothers you so much about this subject? Sex
just-
robots and humans mating and being a part of each other's lives. Like,
I mean,
is it
it's
good
just
for recreational use and that's okay? But everything beyond that, like, where are you at?
I mean, girls use dildos, they use all that shit, but it's not an artificial intelligence, it's not an emotional connection. But as soon as you start introducing the fact that dudes, and it's all dudes, are marrying their fucking pillows, their robots, like whatever it might be, it's such a weird concept because it's not natural in the slightest, and it's just so fucking weird.
What's natural?
Well, let's look into that. Is it just men buying robots? Because
It's not.
we're
It's
all
not.
men on
Yeah.
here, so maybe it's just us interested in that.
I said
topic.
mostly.
all I got to say, and this could be a soundbite, if the sex robots that are male versions of the sex robot, if they can mow the lawn, we were all fucked. We're all done. As soon as they can mow the lawn, there's no purpose for us in the fucking world. We're done.
Women
Son?
only need about 6 or 7 functioning men to make the next generation happen. So yeah, I mean, you're right. There's a point that you gotta.
Gentlemen, if you could mute yourselves, I have a male robot 2-minute video.
Oh,
2
Fuck.
minutes.
I don't know if we'll make it through the whole thing, but yeah, if you could all please
Not necessary,
kindly mute
chicken.
yourself. I'll mute yourself. I'll mute you, Phil, just because I'd like to. Let's just be honest here. Lynn, I think
impeach.
I'll take care of yours for you. And let me unmute my screen real quick, and let's take a little sneak peek into the world of male sex robots. Okay, hold the fucking phone. I have to pause that. Did you see what it just said on there? Like, unmute yourself if you can. I'm backing this up and muting this bitch.
Yeah. What the fuck, bro?
Jumping into bed with
Yeah.
a robot would very likely kill you.
Yeah. Wait, what?
That's 30
Wait.
seconds into your fucking video.
So wait, you're letting us know up front that this is okay. This is where we're at. Okay, we kind of had one that we couldn't get the doors locked, and it made it to the surface, and we had to take that fucker out. It fucked 18 people to death, but we're working on it. We are working on it here at Sexbot Co. So, like, that's
All right,
what
so-
I'm.
When I imagine this sex robot, I think of Ed 209 from RoboCop. It's like, you have 13 seconds to orgasm. 12, 11. You got guns like pointed right at you, and you're like, poor Kenny. You know, fucking Kenny sitting there getting blasted by Ed 209, and all you see is blood and guts and shit flying all over the place. That would be the sex robot from hell, Ed 209.
Tony. Okay, yeah, Tony's doing the like, share, subscribe.
Just
Now's the time.
Just a reminder to like, share, subscribe, folks. Like, this is the hard-hitting content.
So-
Yes. High-minded.
Tony, I was gonna give a preview before we went into this. So these do not come with a built-in penis. They do not come
What?
anatomically
You buy a
correct.
sex robot that doesn't even have a dick? What the fuck? Who the fuck is paying for this? Wow. Like, I have heard of a fucking ripoff before, but what? You buy
The dick's an extra 20 grand.
You buy a male sex robot and it doesn't even what? Like how are they like bravo? No, I will not with mine. I'm just wondering how are you like you could sell smell to shit if you could sell a male sex robot without a dick on it. Well fucking done. Yes.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Doc
A
and
guy
Chicken
that
Show
sells a-
locals.com.
A guy that sells sex robot without a dick to a lady could also sell a fucking ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves.
I was about to
Like
say,
you oceanfront property in Arizona.
here's a crazy thought. Okay, dudes who are making the sex robot.
I
If
give
you
up.
could sell a dickless male sex robot to a lady, maybe just try to have sex with her. What the fuck?
So Kevin, I get your rejection of my previous scenario to your potential robotic dad because he's dickless. I get it, dude. I would tell him to go fuck himself too.
I
My dickless robotic dad. Where have you been?
There we go.
You're not my
Ken
father.
dolls. So they're giant Ken dolls.
Imagine if this was the premise of Star Wars, like their dad was a robot with no dick. Like,
I think that was actually going to be George Lucas' suggestion for episode 8.
oh no, I figured that's how they would have
Jesus,
fucking ended
fuck.
episode 9, but they
I just
fucking-
But
give
they-
You have.
give
okay.
up.
Oh my god.
Now,
Okay,
chicken-
oh, it's
so
a nice
bring it-
little prong you have.
God damn it. I was going to try and get into a serious question, but I don't think I'm going to be able to bring it back to that.
So,
Fox would be like,
okay,
But,
I guess. Hang on, I got this. Like, they're selling it without the dick. That's probably because a lot of people buying this already have such a vast collection of dongs in a drawer somewhere. They don't need the dick. They already have that. They just need to attach it to something.
Coda, tell
Yeah.
more.
That's literally what I was gonna say. Is like the girls are fine with buying this because they have so many dildos that they can just fucking slap on the thing that they don't care.
you got some kind of like adapter thing, like Mr. Potato
Oh, dude,
Head. but
there
with
would be so
cock.
many things they could play with and fucking.
Dude, if you're spending 10, if the lady is spending 10 fucking grand on the thing, you can at least throw in a garden variety floppy donger on the thing out of good courtesy. What the fuck? Come on.
At least put a little rubber fucking thing flapping
Some
around. Yeah.
fucking
Like,
effort into this, man.
give her a
What the fuck?
stick. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, and then
It doesn't matter if it's pushing
I-
rope at this point, but yeah, send something.
an earlier thing was like, how much were these sex robots actually costing? Like the female versions, were they like 20 grand plus?
Oh no, the male versions are the expensive ones.
Really?
Okay, well, all right.
All right.
Female
So-
versions, the highest I seen was 14,000 for a male
All right,
sex
14
robot with no penis, hollowed out to where you could put whatever you want inside of it.
So you're thinking like for a guy to buy a sex robot, and you're questioning why he's spending that kind of money. How much does a marriage cost? And somebody who's actually been through a divorce, please tell me.
Tony, don't get
How much did
don't
that
get us
cost?
kicked off of YouTube, please. I don't know what you're
That's a
showing right
robot.
now. Oh, it's
a
okay. I
robot.
thought you were gonna watch a video of like I just saw
no.
some naked dude on a bed. I'm like, oh my fucking god, don't.
Did you
roll
not
over.
see his head on the fucking end table?
When
Yeah, I was gonna
almost
say,
baby.
No, I didn't. That's creepy.
That's the
So
male
in
sex
comparison,
robot. His head is on the
Is
nightstand.
Is a sex robot cheaper than a divorce? That's my question.
Debatable, but yeah.
It's very fucking goddamn cheaper than a divorce because I heard divorces. Do you know why divorces cost so much? Because they're
Why,
worth it.
Phil? Why, Phil?
Oh, ouch.
As
Going straight down
HL
that town, yeah.
As H.L. McKenna once said, things like alimony and child support are the ransom that the happy pays to the devil.
Do you make little robot babies if you fuck a sex robot?
I would go with no on that. But Chicken,
then you're good.
going
No
back,
child support on sex robot babies.
Chicken, as HL, or no, I already said it, but going back to your question, this actually sounds very much like a plot twist in the game Fallout 4, where there were synthetic human beings, and there was a secret organization that would actually abduct human beings, and then they would drop off a synthetic version of that human being that you could not tell the difference, even down to the genetic level. This synthetic human being, which they could monitor, was exactly like your father, your brother, your sister, your wife, your anything. And everybody was freaking out about these synths, these synthetic human beings. And everybody's finding out, oh my God, my brother is a synth. And to your question, is that still your brother? Is that still because as far as they know, they have all the same memories. They don't know they're synthetic humans.
Well,
So
I never made that extrapolation.
This is going to turn into.
I just said if your dad doesn't have a dick, could you still call him a dad?
it was a little deeper before that. I was getting to that one, really. But that's kind of what we're getting at is synthetic humanity and how far does it reach?
Call him Rob.
This is going to turn into the plot of the Rick and Morty episode where Morty fucks the robot and it makes him a baby. That's what it's going to be.
Wait.
Fucking babies.
Kevin,
And
we glossed over a question
Rick and
that
Morty.
I think needs to be answered, and that's if you could make a baby with your sex robot, what would you call it, Kevin?
I would call it Kevin.
I'm not going to have a sex robot.
I would call my sex robot baby Kevin.
I've never seen Kevin so upset about a topic.
I'm losing my goddamn mind. I hate this
God.
whole concept. Just
Could
fuck
you
a person.
imagine,
Go develop a fucking personality. Read a book. Do something. Go fuck
Thank
a
you.
person. Go have
Get
sex
on
with a
Tinder.
human being.
Go on Tinder.
Go be like Joe
You
Biden.
can't
Just go sniff people.
Throw the
Go
farm
fuck
up,
people.
ask the great question about what about maintenance? You know how there's computer repairmen and refrigerator repairmen and air conditioner repairmen?
Oh my
Could
God,
you
that'd be
imagine?
such a gross business.
Yes. Oh my
Like, so what
God.
seems to be-
Sex robot repairman is a business coming to U.S., coming to a major city near you. Oh my God.
So what seems to be the problem? Yeah, the vibrating vagina just stopped vibrating and pulsating. Can you fix that? yeah, I'll be on there in just a jiffy. I'll let you
Yep.
know. And,
I see that being
and
a
then
new
you-
acronym: CSBR, Certified Sex Robot Technician.
I
get that
Fuck you,
pulsating
man.
working
hate
for you
That
in the
guy's going to be
jiffy.
making six figures. Who wants to fucking go in on that job? I'm not sending any of my men in there.
Well, maybe we can wrap it up here a little bit. Like we're talking the sex robot shit, and we're having a lot of fun with it, but it's a reality. And
You're having fun. I'm having zero fun. This sucks. I
well,
hate
Kevin,
this.
Kevin, have zero fun, but this is the future. This is honestly like, and maybe not as far as we went with it tonight, but like this
Guess
is
what's
gonna
underneath
be.
Kevin's bed?
Kevin, this is going to be more a part of your life than it will be my life or Lynn's life. Like we're a little older than you, not a lot, but you're going to experience this more in your life than we will. Like this is gonna be a long-term conversation, and there's going to be long-term growth on this conversation of how far do we let robots and AI and shit like that come into our lives. Right now, we're pushing the sex robots and we're giving them a personality and giving them, things that make them happy and tease them and whatnot, and like trying to have fun with it. So we start with fun, and then we get to chores, and then we get to like them taking care of every day to day, livelihoods of of us to the point where they're giving us medicine. And I guess that leads us into the future conversation. And I guess I've touched on it on prior episodes, but we can talk about it again someday of where does AI lead us in the long run when we talk about like jobs, the economy, especially where we're at today. I guess when we talked about it before, we are just like, oh, eventually everything will be automated. But like we've accelerated that. Like things have to be automated now. They've automated so many more things way fucking faster than before. So I think that growth of automation is just going to be accelerated. So I'll take a round of thoughts on that. Lynn, what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna go the route of fucking Terminator. I think they're gonna come self-aware, and they're gonna fucking your sex robots will rise in against you, and then they'll tap into the mainframe, and they'll shoot off fucking all the nukes and fucking kill the rest of us, and the rest of us will be like enslaved and shot dead, and we're gonna have like a giant Terminator fucking scenario. We're all gonna die.
Okay, that's not at all what I thought was going to happen, but
Yeah.
I appreciate your input, sir.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Kevin, what do you think? Automation.
Already robots for work. What? We don't need sex robots involved in any of this. I hate this whole thing. I hate it.
Well, I tried to change the subject back to allow you to talk about something. It's not just about sex workers. It's about automation in the future and how this is going to affect us because we've accelerated. We have. Automation's a part of our lives, whether we like it or not, and it's just going to get worse.
There was artificial intelligence in the early 2000s or fucking whenever it was with the chess champion who lost to a fucking robot. Soon there's going to be artificial intelligence that can trump any level of human thinking, and it'll just become the thing that programs everything else, and that's where it'll start to go downhill, probably towards what Lynn said, or if anything, if we don't limit its outreach. I don't know.
He's just thinking about
I hate
dickless sex dolls. Is what
this whole thing is just a fucking black on my mind, and I don't like it.
Phil,
it happens. With automation and artificial intelligence, unless we shepherd it properly, it will either be the thing that leads our species into the greatest eras we have ever known, or it will be the very doom and damnation of our species. That's how important getting this right is. When we finally figure out artificial intelligence, there's one of two ways it can go. It's either going to be a new life form that we have created and we will work in harmony with, or if we don't program it properly, the example that I've always been given is imagine you give an artificial intelligence to a note writing machine, a machine that just writes notes and that's all it does all day. And that's what it's been programmed to do. And if it has only a limited intelligence, it will actually go out and start taking any resource that it can throughout the entire planet and dedicate it to its note writing. And if there's any human activity that gets in the way, we will simply be shuffled off to the side. And it will actually get to the point where you will have these machines creating spacecraft going out into outer space to find more resources so that they can write more notes. So you have to program your artificial intelligence properly. And like I said, it could literally lead to our damnation and the end of our species, or it could usher us into one of the greatest eras of prosperity we've ever known. So that's why I really want to pay a lot of attention to this. And as much as I hate to say, to tie it back to our topic, it will be a sex robot, unfortunately, that will gain sentience first. As much as I hate to say, it will probably, in somebody's attempt to try and make the most realistic experience they can with their robot, that robot will actually become self-aware and realize, I think, therefore I am. And then we will have the very real issue of, do we confer to this robot rights? What is the boundaries of their rights, and what have we created new life here? And that is the brave new world that I see us going with automation and AI.
Yeah, I agree with most of that, Phil. Of we're treading on, and I'd like to tie it in with today's COVID. Where we're at today. Like we have baby steps to take right now as we're trying to open things back up. I always want to make sure, like we're looking ahead into the future quite a ways right now. Like we're really looking, good 10, 20 years in most scenarios. Could be sooner, could be later. We'll see. But my biggest fear at all of this, if we continue to have the shitty discourse and the horrible goddamn propaganda and the media and fucking everything just keeps going the way it is right now, we won't have a future to open up to. We keep talking about opening up our country. We're not going to have a country to open pretty soon if we don't fucking get our shit together and get on the same goddamn page. That I think that's more of my concern. But yeah, dude, I'm excited for robotics. I'm excited for the future of whether it's sex robots or just regular robots. Lynn, what you got?
Has anybody watched Westworld from HBO at all?
I think I watched the trailer, but it was
Holy shit, dude!
I don't know if I was sober.
Watch that goddamn show because everything you were talking tonight is like, yeah, they said it like a little fucking like an area for people to go out and like enjoy this like Wild West experience where you can go in and you can pretend you're a lawman and blah blah blah, and you can go out and shoot people. Or you can go to the brothel and just go fuck some of these sex robots. And everything about the show is exactly what you're fucking talking about. But by the end of the fucking first season, the robots are starting to get pretty much self-aware, and they're starting to understand that they've been used for fucking years and years in this like theme park, and they kind of revolt against their masters, and all hell fucking breaks loose. It's a fucked up show, and it's really good, and I fucking totally think you should watch this shit after watching this shit tonight.
That's Westworld.
Westworld. It's an HBO fucking show.
World.
Yeah, it's Usworld. Yeah, it's like in the not too distant future, and apparently robotics is like advanced to the point where all robots look exactly like humans, and they put them all in this like Western style fucking like theme park style. It's like Jurassic Park with fucking sex robots, and shit goes bad. It's I don't know how else to describe it, but watch it. There's like 2 seasons that I know of on fucking HBO, and they're good. Sir Anthony Hopkins is in the first season, and it's pretty good.
All right,
there.
so I'll respond. Dakota, calm down. Put a little sand or brush the sand off your vagina real quick, Dakota. It's gonna
put a little more sand in your vagina and pack it. Make some diamonds.
Dakota's like, I said it first. Lynn recommended something I mentioned earlier.
Look at Grow the Farm Up's comment right before Dakota's 3 seasons comment.
Let's see.
We're basically talking
none of them.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Look
good.
at all these guys.
Fucking Westworld apparently is a little more.
Wow.
And none of you guys have seen it but me. Holy shit! What kind of West are you,
hang on.
Kevin?
I think I watched the
Chicken?
trailer, but I
haven't
passed
even
out.
watched Our World. And you,
No, I didn't.
I'm not attracted to things with our last name usually.
Wait, hang on.
Have you seen Kanye? Why would I go to anything that
I
says
don't watch
West?
television.
dude, Kanye. We don't talk about cousin Kanye. Not on the fucking podcast. All right,
Because
Wait.
Yeah.
cousin
Guys.
Kanye. Don't fucking talk about him.
Listen.
Guys. What Westworld?
Shut up,
is
doll fucker.
I'm a Zer.
sex robot
Hold
to
on,
find out
Tony. I'm a
about
Zer.
Kevin.
Tonight I'm a Zer,
Shut
Tony.
up, doll fucker. I don't want to.
What'd you say, Tony? What'd you say, T?
I said which Westworld character would you get a sex doll recreated after? Kevin, go.
Well, he doesn't know because he never
He
watched
would
the show.
get Anthony Hopkins.
Sir Anthony Hopkins, don't fucking try to church it up.
You are correct, Sir Anthony Hopkins. That acting ability is incredible.
Tony,
Here are your
I
choices.
hate you.
Oh, God, yes. Yes, thank you.
Goddamn shit.
Get me out of
You're
here.
gonna fucking lie.
I hate it.
Which guy or gal would you like, Kevin?
Take your pick.
None. Zero.
Pick one.
I don't
Pick
want
one.
it.
Zero.
No.
He's eyeing Bernard Lau there.
Nope. All right.
No?
No.
Tony,
Uh,
All right, let's
Go fuck
let's
your
start
horse
wrapping this
robot and
bitch
get
up.
away from me.
Any other topics we need to talk about before we fucking
Wait,
kill
no!
it for the night?
Oh my God, I just thought of it. Dude, he just nailed it.
Okay,
What did you say, Kevin?
nope.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Oh,
What did you say? For real, what did you say? What did you say?
No.
Okay, I'll say it for him.
Big butts
He
and I
said-
cannot lie.
He told me to go fuck my horse robot. He actually brings up a good point.
We're not talking about animal robots. Jesus.
Can I
No,
just
Westworld
I'm
has
gonna
horse
leave.
robots.
I'm just gonna leave.
Guys, bear with me. Get your minds out of the fucking gutter. Bear with me. If you can,
Literally,
guys, come on. Keep an open mind. Get it out of the gutter. If you can fuck a horse sex robot, why can't you ride it? And here we go with a new mode of transportation.
how much horsepower? How much horsepower does that horse have?
Yeah, let me get
Guys.
Elon Musk on the phone and see if he can make
Exactly.
a more efficient horse than today's horse.
Oh, no. I'm not even going to stop there. Guys, we can have unicorns. We could have Pegasuses. We could be riding that shit around in like 10 years.
Okay.
Pegasus and fucking unicorns are going to be a real thing, guys.
But
I
the
think-
unicorn will have a dildo on his head instead.
God.
Yes.
Right,
Oh my
that.
god. Oh my god.
Look at Phil. Look at Phil. He's dying over there.
fucking ride your goddamn sex. How the fuck did you even come up with that in 1,000 fucking years, man? What the fuck?
All
What,
right.
you're telling me you didn't go there?
Jesus.
No, can honestly say no. Holy shit. Yep, hey, chicken. This is the high-minded content you come to the Dog and Chicken Show
I'm
for.
fucking proud of our show. God damn it.
Before we go, there is one thing I would like to bring up, Chicken. You've had the banner on the bottom here, but the 19th of this month, come
Yes,
right.
let's
here.
talk about it. Let's talk about it and
For the
how the
live
rules
stream.
should go. Let's cut
Okay.
an ad in the middle of the live show. Phil, you
All
kick
right.
it off,
What
buddy.
we're going to do here, folks, is on the 19th, right here at Big Bucket Entertainment and all of the places to get your KOE and RWP and every kind of content you can. We are going to do on the boss's birthday, Andre the Giant's birthday of May 19th. We, all of us together, the KOE Nation, Big Bucket Entertainment fans, all of us are coming together to pay our salute to Andre the Giant. And in one sitting, he drank 117 beers as one individual, who he may be the most prolific drinker of all time. We'll get into that night. But what I need, folks, is your help. You in the crowd. I need you as we do this live stream in tribute to Andre the Giant. We need you to pledge that you're drinking a beer with us, because together with our audience, we will get through 117 beers together. You at home, you can join us. You can say, hey, I'm drinking one for Andre. I'm drinking 2 for Andre. I'm drinking 4 for Andre. Please drink as many as you can, folks. So that saves me having to drink a shit ton of beer. I really don't want to have to drink more than like 9 or 10 of them.
And for the alcoholics out there like me, be like, I just drank 18 for Andre. You can send us those too. That's cool. I'm down with
Yes,
that. Like,
yes, we will not judge and we will appreciate.
Dude,
For
if
that
we make
night-
it to 1,000 beers for Andre, it would be fucking awesome.
Ooh,
Oh, it'd be
that would be
epic.
awesome. But we
yeah,
will.
we get enough fucking followers to fucking drink enough beers for Andre that we all like, hey, I gotta drink a beer for Andre, and it comes up to like a fucking 1,500, and we'd be like,
yes.
yeah.
So I
like
think
your
we have
drink.
enough followers to hit the number. I'm going to be honest, but let's set a record. I don't know if there is a
Can we
record.
beat Andre?
Is this a Guinness thing? Could we
a record,
do it?
a record for the biggest group drink count.
Oh God, no! If we're gonna do that, like this, I think if we're gonna go that route, Andre's just the beginning. Like that's a warm up because we want to go for the biggest social media beer bash ever. I doubt it's gonna be like on a Tuesday, but this would be a good warm up.
So yeah, warm up. Andre, let's honor Andre. Let's not try to make any publicity stunts. Let's just
we will
honor
get
the
as
man.
many beers drank that night as we can. Is like I like Lynn's thinking here. If we get a mass movement, we end up getting like 500 beers drank that night amongst the entire audience. That's a fitting tribute to the man. That man was known.
No, I want to call it Andre 3000.
Nice. Jesus Christ. We're going to need to get some followers behind us on this one. But yes, I think it's fitting that we try to do this together as tribute to the boss. And I think, folks, please join us and just send a pic, video, or even just say in the comments, I'm drinking a beer for Andre with you. And we will count that towards the 117 tally. Because it's actually been
not a White Claw.
By eyewitnesses.
Oh.
And actually, Andre
dude,
even.
no. If you send in a picture or video of yourself drinking a White Claw, we'll have to probably subtract like 3 fucking beers from the tally.
Fuck you! Don't give them any ideas. Do not give them any ideas, Tony. Fuck you.
Yeah, now we're gonna get White Claws.
God
damn
yeah,
it.
we're gonna get like 100 White Claw pictures.
We're just
Okay,
gonna get trolls
like
now.
10. I'll count 10 White Claws as 1 beer.
So that's the big event coming up that I'm trying to promote to get a good tribute to the boss. And despite this whole COVID thing, I'm bringing back the commemorating certain dates with certain toasts segment, which is now being moved to the KOE Nation. I know fans, we've been slacking on it, but the world's been ending and it's also planting season. So come on, what are you going to do? But so May 19th, the birthday of Andre the Giant, we give our tribute to the boss. This year we're doing it with beers because he even on David Letterman admitted that he drank 117 beers in one sitting with 8 eyewitnesses. So that's an impressive task. And I will get into on that day as we're drinking the beers how that was anatomically possible for Andre.
Yeah, it's actually Phil kind of gave me and Tony a little heads up on that. Like I actually watched a lot of the science behind that. And that was really fascinating. So a lot of good stuff to learn that night. I'm not going to give any away because Phil will be able to educate you on a lot of good stuff.
He filled you in, huh?
Giggity. Oh.
You know, my father often says I named you Phil, and the fact that you end up having to fill planters and fill seed tenders and fill, bulk bags and fill 50-pound bags in the mill. The fact that your name is Phil and you ended up doing that when a lot of your life is not lost upon me, son. It's like, thank you,
Why
Father.
isn't your middle name McCracken?
Phil McCracken.
McCracken.
Well, because I imagine my parents weren't into word puns the moment I was born.
Let's go to sleep.
Damn it.
So,
all right,
let's a fucking opportunity.
Please join us. And now, Chicken, let's take it.
Hey, fellas, let's all take turns wrapping this up. Make sure you say goodbyes, and let's say goodnight to the folks. And I'll give a little preview at the end of what's to come in the next week or so, and what we're looking forward to. So we'll start with Lynn, the latest of the show. Say goodnight to the folks. What messages do you have, and what do you want to leave the folks with?
All right. Well, first off, I'd like to apologize for being so goddamn late. Went on a little little encounter with the wife. We went out and about because it's kind of open in Missouri, and we wanted to see how people are social distancing in bars, and it turned out to be not really any social distancing. It was just like a normal bar, and we kind of just sat away and watched people fucking act a fool, and we kind of made our 6 foot distance from everybody else in a little single table all by ourselves. But I digress. I was paying attention throughout the night while I was in that bar. I went and sang a karaoke song, and then I decided we were going to go home, and we came back. I was listening to the show like in and out, and decided I wanted to join back in to the conversation. And I showed up, and you were talking about fucking sex robots. So that's how the fucking evening went for me, and it turned out to be tits.
Lynn's like, Lynn's like, God damn it, why'd I go to the bar? I should have fucking been on the show.
Yeah. I regret it. Hey, but that bar had Toadie's Possum Kingdom on karaoke. So
Nice.
I got to sing Do You Want to Die over and over and over again. A bunch of guys that were not social distancing. It was great.
Oh, dude, good
ironic.
song choice. Good song choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything say before good night to the folks or anything like that?
Peace out. Love, peace, and hair grease. I don't have any hair, but fuck it.
But fuck it. All right.
But fuck it.
Appreciate it, Lynn. Kevin.
fuck it.
Kevin.
Robot butt fuck it.
Robot butt fucking. Kevin, what do you got?
Save a robot, fuck a person. Have a good night, folks. I love you. That's all I gotta say. Just fuck a person. Go talk. Go socialize.
Save a robot, fuck a person. Wow.
Just get away from me.
Sounds like a Toby Keith song.
Especially this fucking degenerate right here. Him. Get the fuck away from me, you goddamn weirdo.
That's good stuff. Kevin, we love you. Anything to say good night to the folks? Any party
I love
messages?
you guys. You're the best.
All right.
Apparently, you love something else according to the banner. Just a sour look on his face. It's just...
All right, Phil, you're up, buddy.
I hate.
Oh, we got to get to Tony. Tony, it's on you, sir.
What, me?
Yes, it's on you. I'm always second to last on this show, sir.
And well, he's dog. What? It's the dog and chicken show, and you're Phil.
Well,
so.
I'm I get it as the main star of the dog and chicken show. I mean, I do understand. You do need to lead with your best. Your lead needs to be out front. I do understand.
Jesus, he is.
That's
out
why
of
I was
control,
first.
isn't he, Tony? Like
that's why I was first, Phil.
Oh, well, to the ending cast here for the final act, you got to have the main star out front. So I understand dog and chicken. So as I'm known to say around here, folks, all that being said, this has been the Dog and Chicken Show, Extreme Edition with some extreme content. Folks, thank you for joining us. Please like, share, subscribe to the Dog and Chicken Show, to Big Buckin' Entertainment. Like, share, subscribe to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast this month. Subscribe to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, that motherfucker of a page. Subscribe to KOE Nation on YouTube. Yes, wash me in your judgment. Bring it. Subscribe to all the pages where you can get your KOE content. Folks, join us May 19th as we do our tribute to the boss himself, Andre the Giant, and we together will drink 117 beers. And folks, please stay safe out there. Chicken, Tony, it's all on you, boys.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to take it. I'm going to let Tony fucking end the show tonight because Tony has earned and in the show, and he's done a lot of the funny little fucking pop-ups in this son of a bitch. But as you know, as I'm always prone to say, appreciate you, love you, bye. This is a fucking amazing show. It was a really good conversation and a lot of good stuff in there. Tony, wrap it up and fucking kill the goddamn show. For the love of God, put a bullet in its head.
All right, yeah, I will. I will do what I can. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a lot of fun tonight, and yeah, we went a bit off the rails right out of the gate, and I feel like we really honed it back in with the sex robot talk, and
Yeah,
like
that's
I
what we
understand.
did.
Exactly. And I think the real message here is Kevin's really excited about the robotic sex industry. And I think we can all take solace in the fact that Kevin's gonna be settling down with a sex bot real soon, and we can all take comfort in that. But definitely for sure this weekend, if you've got nowhere else to be, and a lot of us still do not have anywhere else to be, this Sunday, if you're still a wrestling fan, and even if you're not, join in with me and Phil and Chicken at some point this weekend for WWE Money in the Bank. We're going to predict the show before Sunday, and then we will review the show after it concludes. And it's going to be a good one, folks. Check in for that. Check out Dog and Chicken Show on Facebook. Check out Big Bucket Entertainment. Check out the KOE Nation on YouTube. There's so much good shit going on, folks. And I have a feeling that sex robots, we're going to be talking a lot about that with Kevin here in the coming days and weeks.
Shut
Absolutely.
your whore mouth.
Let's end on a cheers. Appreciate y'all. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Unopened, but I'll cheers. Hang on.